KOA podcast.
Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast.
Oh my god!
We are here to deliver onto you the most beautiful selection of anime ever created. And of course, our very perfect takes and opinions on all of said anime. We can do no wrong.
Never. We can never do any kind of wrong. Everyone else, their opinion, null and void.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just follow us.
Yep.
We'll lead you to the promised land.
Well, hopefully not the promised Goofy land.
Oh,
Those things
we
get
don't
mixed
talk
up.
about that. That thing never happened.
Never existed.
Well, how is everyone doing? This is the King of Anime podcast.
I'm doing pretty good myself. Can't really complain. I was telling you earlier, did some dodgeball. We placed top 6. So I'm the 6th. We were the 6th seed, aka the Phoenix Suns. And we did pretty good for ourselves for being a scrub team. Made some really good plays. Overall, yeah, I just spent Sunday recovering. Just recovering from all that stuff. Being an old man, baby.
Yeah.
Being an old man, not a baby.
I'm about there. So, can't wait. How you doing, Satsuki?
I was doing good up until we were about to start for KOA. Like everything was falling apart. Like I got all this stuff from Temu. Monitor fell apart. Mic stand fell apart. But I mean, I guess we're back. Hopefully.
You didn't get the apartment from Temu, right?
The silence is deafening.
All I know is it's cheap.
Oh my god! Imagine buying a Temu house. It would fall apart. Like immediately.
You know, people legitimately can buy gaming consoles on Temu.
You could buy like car stuff too.
They're like Switch imposters, like Nintendo Switch. Yeah. And it's like you're playing some pre-made game that's already on there for like $20.
What was Soldier Boy's console?
A Soldier console.
Is that what
it was?
Yep. I felt it was like some pun of his name, and I can never remember it.
Yeah, well there it is, Soldier console. Soldier Boy up in they I make crank it.
And it was just like some glorified emulator.
It wasn't even good, actually. It was like, didn't it look like an Xbox or something?
I never seen how it actually looked.
Me neither.
Well, Decrepit Storm, Trayvon, and QRW6 are in the chat. How you guys doing? QRW6 says, "What up, KOA? Hope y'all was well. Lost a bet and have to watch the Rurouni Kenshin live action movies, but in English dub. It was irritating with the voice lip sync, but seeing the action, it was worth it. Yeah, those movies are very, very much beloved. So
This is ugly. I'm looking at the Soldier console right now.
Oh, let's see.
So you're right. It does look like a Xbox, like the console, but the handheld looks like a shitty Game Boy.
Oh no.
I'll post it.
Okay. That's awful.
I remember everyone on YouTube was dunking on that on him and that console. It was so funny. Because it's just ridiculous.
It does look like an Xbox, and then yeah, that is basically. It almost kind of looks like a Switch with PlayStation controller with a screen in the middle.
Was this pre-COVID?
I feel like it was.
So from a different era, when everything was normal.
From a different time, back when people loved each other. or as Obi-Wan would say, before the dark times.
It's true.
Before the Empire.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into our first segment. I can't speak.
I'm sorry. I don't think we want to talk about smegments on this show.
Let's get into the news.
What is that you said? The news?
The news!
The stuff that never gives you the blues? Now let's get ready for the KOA.
It's miracles!
Thank you, Mary.
I would have just mentioned this during the middle of the show when we're talking about it, but I knew I would forget. Spice and Wolf's English dub main cast was announced, and the first episode was released today. And just like we thought, Brina Palencia and J. Michael Tatum have returned, and I watched the first episode in dub.
And
exactly, it was as advertised on the box. J. Michael Tatum and Brina Palencia are in it. However, there's a little bit of a difference. They decided to make Brina Palencia craft and J. Michael Tatum holo in this version. So I was a little confused for a bit, but I'm kind of digging it. Actually, I think it's a better.
Oh, no.
I think it's better than the original already, like tenfold at least.
I am Holo, the wise wolf. And as Lawrence is just like, oh, you wolf, you! I'm gonna sell my pelts and shit. That's too funny.
Have you guys watched the dub yet, or have any interest?
Not the new one, no. Not yet, anyway.
No, I have not had the chance. I was scrambling to finish everything today, honestly.
Damn. Same here. I kind of waited. Well, all I had to do was watch Bison Wolf, so, but probably not scrambling as much as you were. But speaking of scramble, I don't know how this is a good segue, but a new Sandland trailer is out. Features Darude, their hit song Sandstorm. Did you guys check out this trailer? It looked really good, actually.
I didn't see the trailer. I guess I could check it now since, we're not running a professional show here. What is this? Oh, it's a video game.
Yeah.
I thought it didn't they come out with a show, or are they coming out with a show?
It's a show and a manga and a video game.
Oh my god. And they have the Sandstorm song, the most popular dance song of the 90s. That's great. That's perfect. Sandland, Sandstorm.
Yep.
Okay, this is great. I want to play it.
I don't know
just
what
because
the hell this game's about.
Doesn't matter. The song sold me.
I don't know if it's like an action RPG or like I don't know if it's like some fucking Skyrim game. I have no idea what this game is about. So maybe eventually we'll know. So that's the only thing that eludes me to this day is what it's about. But it looks great. So good trailer, good visuals. Looks like Akira Toriyama. Last up, we have a little bit of we're going into the world of movies. I assume this is an EA.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I have a little bit of news. Just announced today, for those of you that are fans of Sonic, everybody knows that Sonic 3 is coming out. Everybody knows because it teased it at the end of 2 that there was going to show Shadow the Hedgehog. Rumor of who was going to do the voice. Now we have a confirmation. The voice is going to be none other than Keanu Reeves.
It's me,
Keanu fucking Reeves.
The edgy one.
Whoa, like, I'm grinding on a rail.
That's the guy from Hardball, right?
Yes,
hey.
he's specifically from Hardball.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously speaking, I know, like, obviously, but that's the role I remember him most for, because that's the movie I used to watch a lot.
Same.
Really?
As a kid, you had it on VHS. I'd watch it all the time.
There were so many for me. It would be Speed or The Matrix.
Speed as well.
I think those were the two big ones because then he kind of like fell off until he came back and revived his career with John Wick, as we all know. Which, by the way, 10 years ago, the first movie came out, which is insane. And the guy's been riding high on that comeback ever since. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, pretty much. And everyone else is happy for him, too, it seems. But that's pretty much it for the news. Nothing else, unless anyone wants to add on to something.
Well, we asked the chat about questions. Like we tried to last week.
We should.
But let's remind someone not to close it out this time.
Yeah, now that I know how it works. Ask us questions. Bitch.
Ask us questions, bitch. Oh, everyone's gonna ask right away.
I mean, it's a. That's what they want. They want us to mistreat them.
Oh, really? Is that what we think they want? You love asking us questions.
S&M podcast.
The KOA S&M Patreon.
I saw some Yubel fan art today with her and some stuff. We can, you know.
Yeah, I saw that picture that you sent us.
We could get some gimp suit stuff going on for all three of us.
The gimp suit.
We could look like.
Sit out.
We could look like Lord Humangus.
Who's Lord Humangus?
From Mad Max. Thunderdome.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about now.
And he talks like, I am Lord Humangus.
I'd rather go as Toski the Savage. But you guys will look good in your gimp suits.
You know, I think I would too.
My nipples are going to be pierced.
Mine are going to be spikes.
Damn. Mine are going to be the pierced ones that are like chained with, you know, they have the chain they connect so that you can pull it.
That sounds like the most painful shit ever.
Yeah, that's the point.
Well, yeah, that's the point, yeah. Hurts so good.
Punish me, daddy.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into our first show of the evening. A little show known as Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh shit! I watched Urusei.
Did you really?
Wait.
Did you really?
Did you?
I'm fucking with you. I watched it.
I was about to say, I remember the ads in the chat. I'm like, he added me and he added you. Now, if you would have seriously done that, I would have lied. I would have been like, oh, yeah, I did too. Totally confident.
We would have no. I haven't seen the third or fourth episode in months for that series. I don't know what happened. So we would all be like, so yeah, Lub in this, she got cucked again, and she's really mad about it, right, guys? And it was just,
yeah, totally got cucked.
It was, yeah, and she's like,
I laughed at that scene.
She shoots electricity at him, and there was like another girl he saw that he was all crying about her. It's great, right?
Yeah.
Let's move on quickly.
I do. Hello, Lightning Eagle.
Ellie, hello. Anyways, let's now talk about our first show of the evening, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. I picked this one because last week Urusei Yatsura Satsuki didn't like it, and when it comes to KOA, I don't like to make the people that do a weekly podcast with me that's like 3.5 hours hate the thing that we're supposed to do. And as well, is my bad anyways, because I didn't congregate with these two about the show we were watching, which I forgot.
I have an eternal hatred for you now.
Don't worry. I like it that way.
Oh,
Remember,
Oh,
we were
my
just
job
talking about bondage not that long ago.
That'll make my job a lot easier.
Well, you know what's funny? My COD piece actually it says. Well, let's not talk about what it says.
What does it say? I want to know.
Well, I don't think you.
Oh, I already know what it says.
What does it say?
I love Vladilena.
Oh no.
Good guess.
No, it doesn't.
It's the abbreviation ILV. And people think I love Las Vegas? No. No, it's I love Vladilena.
Well, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. This is the first time that EA is watching this. Kind of continuing on the trend from Fate Zero.
That's crazy to think. Just last year we were watching Zero, and now we're continuing.
Yeah. It's almost like I never left. Except for the 3 times I did in that.
No, man. We never had to bring you back.
Yeah, never. This is we're covering episode 0 of UBW, and if you're not familiar, UBW has 3 1-hour-long episodes. Episode 0 being the prologue, and it being, I think, the longest episode by a hair. And then the first episode is also another hour long. And this episode, a lot of people don't know this episode exists, but it's actually a part of the series and you're supposed to watch it. It basically follows Ren Tosaka. She's all grown up now. And
she's no longer a kid.
Yeah. She's now just kind of like a young adult, so maybe more frightening. Somehow. She's trying to enter into the new Holy Grail War, which is the 4th one. The previous one was the 3rd one of Fuyuki. And the 4th one is now also again in Fuyuki. And during the episode, she basically is trying to summon her servant, which turns out to be Acha. And she's in Tosaka, she's a really, really good character. Probably the best character in this adaptation. It's been a minute since I
feel like she's so popular. Like before I even knew what Fate was, I've seen cosplays of her everywhere.
Yeah, oh my god, I was talking about it last night in the server. Her design is so iconic. It's kind of like Asuka Langley Soryu's design from Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is it's a clear inspiration from that design. But instead she has like black hair, and her outfit is so good. It's just the school outfit, but she has this red overcoat over it that just really makes her stand out. And her attitude as
it's
well.
The knee socks.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. People love her thighs, and honestly, I don't get it.
I understand why knee socks are a thing. Maybe not for the youths, but for the matures, I'm all for it.
Well,
also known as the thigh gap.
Yeah, the thigh gap. I think they're all 18 in this adaptation. So,
well, then we won't have to feel too bad. Because the last time we saw Ren, she was just a little kid going, "Papa, Papa."
Yeah,
gonna stab this guy, Papa.
So we in this episode we did see Sakura and Rin and Shiro, and 10 years ago they were 8. Now they're 18, so the math checks out because this is 10 years after the previous Holy Grail War. But outside of all that introduction, generally speaking, what did you guys think about this episode? Satsuki, when's the last time you watched UBW, by the way?
I was still in high school, so...
Damn. It's like almost 10 years ago.
When did this first come out? Was it 2014 or 13?
I think it was 2014.
Okay, then it was when it came out.
Wow.
That was the last time.
So did it come out after Zero?
Yeah, like
Yes.
a couple of years after Zero. Zero was 2011, so yeah, like 2.5, 3 years.
So Okay. Because there was stuff that was made even before that. That's why I'm always confused when it comes to Fate and what to watch.
Yeah,
there's also Fate Stat / Stay Night.
Yeah, that one is that one's by Studio Dean. It came out in 2006.
Oh wow.
It's not a faithful adaptation. It basically tries to take all three routes from the visual novel, which each of them are like 40 to 60 hours apiece. And they try to cram it all into one 26 episode series, or 24, I think. And it's not horrible. It's actually pretty good that they were able, they kind of pulled it off pretty decently. But it's got a lot of really bad issues with it.
Open is great.
Well, wait, did you watch the old one?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, interesting.
I can't like say anything that's like originally from it, because the only thing I really remember it is one of the big fights, which I won't say, but yeah.
Ren
That's been a
Tosaka
long
versus
time.
one of her simps.
Oh,
Pretty one-sided.
I do remember that scene. The mana transfer.
Oh, yeah, the sex scene.
Well,
Wait, you can transfer mana through.
Yeah, so in the original lore of the visual novel, one of the ways that you could transfer mana is through sexual intercourse. But
with your servants.
Well, it's really not sexual intercourse is what you're transferring it. Like, that's kind of just you're doing the sex. It's the ejaculation.
Uh-huh.
The ejaculate, you know? I hate saying that word. It's so gratuitous. But
Well, then stop saying it.
that's what carries the magic. They retconned it in the newer version, which is Real Tanua, which is I think getting an English version here pretty soon. And it's in the retcon they do it through magical circuits instead.
So no more jizz. Oh well. What can you do?
No more magical.
Damn it.
Magical
Satsuki's very upset. But I guess I'll get into this first overall impressions and whatnot. First of all, I'm glad that you said something, see, because I was about to watch episode 1.
I'm good at saying things. It's true.
Yeah, you are good at saying things, whether they be lies or truth. This one just so happened to be truth, so.
But never a lie.
So you say. But when it came to this one, I was like, yeah, I think I would have been maybe a little confused if I watched the other episode. Good thing I didn't start it, so I guess I shouldn't say that because I don't know. Anyway, this was very Ren heavy as far as this particular episode. Everything was about Ren and about her being a Sundara and saying Baka. Actually, I watched the English dub when it came to this one. I saw that purple girl that you're always fanboying after. Yeah, Sakura, right?
No. Okay, so first of all, let me explain the lore behind this. Because this is some LE prop.
What did I do? I'm sorry.
Prime Lightning Eagle propaganda. I have a Sakura Mato figure, the one from the Heaven's Field, the first Heaven's Field film. She's like wearing, like a modest dress. She's holding flowers. She's adorable. The thing is, LE thinks because I own that figure that I want to smash Sakura. Not true. Because 1, Sakura, 15. 2, by the way, she's the only underage character. 2, she's my daughter. I have to raise her properly.
Is Sakura the same girl that was in the Pit of Bugs?
Yeah,
Yep,
she's the worm
one.
girl.
That's the worm girl. She's all grown up now.
Yep.
Poor thing.
Doesn't look like she has any worms.
That we know of. See, you told me about that one thing about how she could have like some inner snatch or something.
I don't think that was me.
Okay,
I
well,
don't think I knew that before, but
like, hey, what is that in there? You just hear, oh my god, it's a bug. It's those. Also, yeah, Dan, is that true? Fate used to be a porn?
no, it was a doujin. It just had porn stuff in it. Originally, when they were making the visual novel, they didn't want to put it in. Like, it was never meant to be in there.
They didn't want to put it in?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally and metaphorically, they didn't want to put it in. And what happened is because they were making a doujin, and at the time when this was coming out, which is 2003, I think the visual novel came out. The culture of Japan was a little bit different when it came to anime. They were selling it at Comiket, which is a famed con over in Japan. Also a big market there, and they basically when they were writing it, they were told, hey, if we add these things in it, it will sell much more. And well, it sold a lot when it came out. Nobody knows if it's because of the porn or not, but like I said, they released it maybe a year or two later again for the PlayStation 2, and they removed all of that. And they made changes to the lore and retcon stuff. So I don't even think the writer of the visual novel wrote those scenes. I think it was his assistants that wrote it and did the art. So.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Ren, a lot of characters that were very different from Zero. Archer looks different.
Well, that's because that's not the Archer from Fate Zero.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not. Like, very different. Like,
you already saw him.
Doesn't look like an asshole. You
saw the one from Fate Zero in this episode. Did you spot him?
No.
Remember at
I don't think so.
When Sakura was talking to the tall blonde man?
That was him?
That was Gilgamesh.
Well, then he's not an archer anymore, right? Because there can only be one of everything, right?
That's the thing. Why is?
Or can you have multiple archers?
Why,
Weird.
Why would Archer from Fate Zero be here? That is the question.
He just wants to show off. Wants to call everybody pigs, and all that other stuff.
Mongrels.
Mongrels and show off his wine and shit.
And his
fucking
love for Saber.
Speaking of Saber, very end, Saber appears, but we didn't get to see or hear anything. I was just like, there's Saber. Oh, it's over. Oh, well, I guess C blew his load.
Saber is pretty great, though.
He didn't deny it.
I know. He's just kind of like, yeah, Saber's great. I BMIL'd.
I mean, why would I comment on that? Listen, Saber is probably the best Fate girl ever.
With her invisible sword, Excalibur.
It's true. It's true. She does have a cool invisible sword, and this is a different Saber too. This is not the same Saber as you'll.
This isn't the emo Saber.
Yeah, this isn't the. I don't even know what the fuck she was in Fate Zero. I'm gonna be honest. The pathetic Saber.
It wasn't the I didn't mean to.
Oh, Ellie in the chat says Saber is mine. I'll unsee myself. Not true. Me and Saber are fully committed to one another.
Cap.
No cap.
So EA, how did you feel about Reen as an MC following her this episode?
I'll tell you this much: she wasn't boring. I feel like when it comes, especially when it came to the very first episode of ReZero, it was a lot to like, I guess, like to take in all at once. I feel like after have watched Zero and then going into this, I kind of knew what to expect a little more. I just didn't know what the characters were going to be like because all the characters were very depressing in Zero. Like, just gotta stop the world, gotta do this. The only ones that were really cool were Ryder and his master. Other than that, everybody else has like a stick up there. It's just like very much whatever. But Reen, I don't hate her. I think she's very, very just like pretty much any other character. She's, I guess, a tsundere. She does those blushes and head tilts and head move, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I don't know. She's not like a perfect student because she admits to waking up late. She's basic student, just basic MC, to be quite honest. Sakura can go to hell though.
What? Why Sakura?
What did Sakura do?
She's already been to hell.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that to see what you would say. C jumped on it right away though.
Did you see that interaction between Tosaka and Sakura?
Also, her name, the way that they say her name sounds like she should be sucking toes.
Toe sucker. See, that's what I was saying. That's what I was telling Dan last night. I was like, that's Rin Toe Sucker, and he told me, quote, "Fuck off."
Damn.
I
don't think I've ever heard Dan swear.
Or maybe, I think he maybe said "fuck you," but same thing.
No, I'll say this much. Since it's been a long time, almost a decade or so since I've seen this, I'm getting a whole different, a whole different feel for it.
Yeah.
So, like, although I know some stuff about this, again, I'm retreading waters a decade later. So, for all intents and purposes, it's not brand new to me, but it's still new in a different type of way. So, seeing Ringing as a MC for this, got me I definitely have a different impression of her than I did before. I think before I thought of Reen as somebody who had everything put together and was really competent as a mage. And she is in a lot of aspects when it comes to just the technical side of being a mage. But she has a lot of shortcomings that I did not pick up on when I was a lot younger. Because even Archer is kind of schooling her throughout this episode, talking about how she keeps underestimating people because, for one, she thought it was weird that Archer had knowledge about reality marbles. And then she made some kind of key mistakes, seeing a witness, looking at them fighting, which is a no-go in the Holy Grail. And then also ended up saving Shiro at the end of it. So, yeah, I don't think I had this impression of Reen before, but yeah, she's definitely. I like how she is who she is because her father made her that way, but she still doesn't have the real life experience to be a mage, to be as polished as her father may have been. Because even though like her father was getting walked all over by Gilgamesh, you could still tell he was very confident. It was just because it was Gilgamesh that he was getting walked up on. As a mage, he was pretty sound, and you get that technical skill with Reen, but because she's new, this is her first Holy Grail war, and she's still in high school. She's not as put together as I thought she was when I first watched this.
Yeah. My impression of Tosaka. See, I haven't seen this in maybe like 5 or 6 years. I want to say it's been a minute. And it's crazy how time flies in that regard. But My impression of Rin going into this was, yeah, I noticed that she doesn't have many things put together. She's not as perfect as I think other people in her school see her. I think when people see Tosaka, they're like, "Oh, that's the S+ tier student who has impeccable grades and all that." But no, she's kind of like, what she's doing is she's studying magic, doing school, and she's doing really well at honestly keeping it together. Especially, her family is totally just destroyed. And it looks like she lives alone with maids. So the fact that she has a decent enough support system in place to do all this stuff that she's done is pretty incredible. And I just think in general, I think Rin is kind of like, she gives off that like your best friend kind of vibe to me, like your buddy old pal. And I think the air she gives off at times kind of betrays that, because she comes off kind of as, tsundere-ish. And she is a tsundere. That's 100% true. But I think is kind of like the best tsundere in anime, like ever, because she's not just annoying for the sake of annoying because that's what the trope dictates her to be. And I think that plays into her personality in the show, where people think, oh, she's going to be like, this high class, annoying, bratty kind of girl. But in reality, she's actually really thoughtful and caring. She helps Sakura, and she didn't have to help Sakura, but she did. And she helped Shiro at the end. Well, we don't really know what she did with Shiro. She just saw him lying in a pool of blood, right? So, and she has like a heart, in my opinion, Rin has like a heart of gold that like, she's like underrated in that aspect. I don't think a lot of people really notice or appreciate that about her, because they go, oh, Rin's the tsundere, but they never really take a second to, it's like that meme, that Chainsaw Man meme, where it's like, how does it go? It's like, everybody's after my heart, but nobody's after Denji's heart. It's kind of like one of those things where it's just like, I feel like some of the aspect of her character is very underrated. And in general, I don't know, I just really like Tosaka quite a bit. And I remember, fun fact, I don't know if you guys remember this, but EA and Satsuki, you two said I was a Rin simp back when we first started this podcast.
Did I say a lot of things, so I probably did.
I still stand by this.
Oh, okay.
But there's nothing about me that has ever simped for Rin Tosaker.
Really?
You gonna piss off Dan again?
Well, what's funny is Ellie in the chat here says, see as a footman for real. And I just think that's ridiculous.
And yes, Dr. Faust, we are talking about Fate. Welcome in.
Yeah, welcome. Ellie says Rin is best tsundere. Dan says Rin is best girl.
Lightning says you are a simp.
Which is not true. Which is not true at all. Wow, Danataz Ereshkugol is best girl? That's bold. That's literally just Tosaka, but if Tosaka were Aqua. Fuck you, Ben. C likes them aggressive types. No, I don't. I'm normal. But yeah, that's sort of my impression of Tosaka. I just
anytime
really
we hear him say
character.
He's normal, we know he's not.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I know. I've sat through a lot of slideshows to know that you're not normal.
So let me ask you this, EA. Do you think this episode 0 is better than Fate Zero's episode 0? because I feel like this one. I feel like this in general. Let me say this before you give your answer. I think Unlimited Blade Works is easier for the general populace to get into rather than Fate Zero. For some of the reasons you already stated about just like the overall tone and mood of Fate Zero, it is very depressing, um, very cynical. Whereas this is, um, it entices you with the fights from the jump, which you know you already get the Lancer and Archer fight towards the end of it, and then too I think also because of who the main characters are, it's easier for like the general anime fan to get into and then enjoy it. But how did you feel?
Well, first off, to those of you that are new, we did talk about Fate Zero on this channel. So yeah, definitely subscribe if you haven't. We have our opinions on that as well. I have never watched anything with Fate. I didn't know where to begin. C was the one that introduced me to it because he is the huge Fate fan, while I'm just a Fate novice. Sasuke's seen it too, obviously, but I'm left out of the loop here. Now, to answer your question, Sasuke, when it comes to what did I like better, definitely this one. Were there some things that I liked better in Zero? Yes. And for me, I like shows that kind of have, even though it may be a bit overwhelming, I like to see all these characters and all their I don't know, their stories and where they come from, and just kind of like coming together into one big giant like story, kind of like Game of Thrones did, which they did so well with it. I thought I was about to say ReZero. I thought Fate Zero did really good with that. In this particular episode, it's just through Rin's perspective, and that's not necessarily bad because we do see Sakura, we see part of who I feel like is going to be another main character, orange hair dude. You see a bunch of just really quick glances at them and whatnot, but this was like 90% through Rin's perspective. But yes, to answer your question, Sasuke, it did get right into the action, which I loved because I may not know much about the story, but if there's one thing I will never complain about, it's the absolute wonderful fight scenes that Ufotable does with this series, and it is really, really impressive. Just, I feel like anything they touch, they turn to gold with the fight scenes for sure. I enjoyed it.
Let's now watch Gyo Fish Attack, Tokyo Fish Attack, or whatever it's called. Let's watch that next. So that's
what is that?
It's an Ufotable show. It's one of their initial ones, I believe. I think Ufotable's a newer one, but it is a adaptation of a Junji Ito manga called Gyo. It's horrible.
Horrible as in like just poorly animated.
It's just not good. It's just not good. It's very clunky. Story kind of sucks. It's not good.
This is a show we should watch.
Well, it's being more facetious.
It doesn't sound like I want to watch it. It's awful, it's terrible, it's horrible, let's watch it.
God damn it, I'm in.
You sold the shit out of me.
Okay, I want to ask EA this question too. So we heard somebody on the phone with Reen. You heard his voice. We all watched the dub, so you should remember who is on the other side of that phone.
Yeah, I should, but I'm not going to remember. They all sounded the same. They had that deep, brooding voice, the way that they talked.
His voices. You're canceled.
No, listen.
You're out of here.
No, listen.
Nope. I don't want to hear any more from you.
I'm gonna take a guess of who it was.
No, close your eyes. Close your eyes, EA. Who's talking right now?
Can you give me another hint?
Oh, you're disgusting. Wow.
I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. It's obviously you, Satsuki. Oh, I'm sorry. That was funny though. But no, I think it's the guy who murdered her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Kirei Kotomine.
I'm back on top, baby.
Yeah. So so they seem to have he still has a relationship with that family, it seems.
Yeah,
to what
kind of
extent
messed
we don't
up.
know. Yeah, we don't know to what extent their relationship is, but yeah, he's talking to her. And she seems to be on friendly terms with him, so
Yeah.
hey, maybe he repented.
Yeah.
He's a priest.
He did a few Hail Marys, you know, threw the salt over his shoulder and everything, and said, "I am now a good boy. I may have killed Ren's dad, but I was just kidding, man.
Yeah, I was just playing.
I didn't mean to do it. My hand just kind of slid. Yeah, it's joke right into his stomach. Mary, what do you have to? Yeah, Mary. Okay, see, even Mary agrees it was a joke.
So what about like the Karya stuff when he was like systematically torturing that guy for no reason?
Ooh.
That was a prank, though. That was a prank.
Yeah, that was totally a prank.
Yeah. Let's. I mean, yeah.
It's just a prank, bro.
But then there was that one time he tried to kill Kiritsugu. No, that was a joke.
Everything was a joke. He didn't mean to do half the shit he did, but he did it as a joke. Mary, you can come to my party any day. No, you shut up now. Hey, stop it. Okay, you're uninvited now. That's it. I'm gonna kill her.
Are you?
I threw her into fire.
What's going on?
I threw her
I was sticking with the soundboard.
She did that, and I threw her into fire. Oh, that was actually perfectly timed.
So
and accidental.
As haters of the high school atmosphere, how did we feel about the atmosphere, or the setting of a high school here?
I think. See, this is something that I thought would bother me too, going back into it. But
that's all right.
It didn't bother me, and I think it's just because the school isn't the focus. The school is just a setting. I think that's what's different. Yeah, they're students. They wear the student outfits and stuff, and some of the story takes place in the school. But
I want my fireworks.
Oh.
I want my sports festivals.
Oh.
I want my culture festivals.
Ooh.
I want my confessions behind the school.
Oh.
Confessions on the rooftop.
Ooh.
I want students sitting next to the window who's a loner, doesn't talk to anybody until the beautiful girl comes up to him and invites him out.
And then right after that, she says,
I thought I killed her.
Not quite yet. Reen saved her with the ruby necklace thing.
Oh, god damn it, Ren.
I want all the high school tropes. All right.
What happens if we don't get them?
Dropping it.
So, Sasuke, are you
going back to Urusei?
Damn.
Are you basically saying that you want that gas?
I want that gas, and you had better deliver.
Okay, we want all the cliches. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, we're off to a great start because we have a dead student.
It's a cliche. It's a cliche.
There's always a cliche dead student in the first
episode. Episode.
Well, you remember those? Okay, there's the transfer student cliche. This is the dead student cliche.
Okay.
He knows it.
Students are dropping dead all over the school. What's going on?
I don't understand, Cletus. Why are there only dead students everywhere? We should eat them for later.
EA, what did you think about Tosaka's eclectic group of friends? And one of them had like dead eyes. One of them was a tomboy, the most tomboy to ever exist. And the other one was just a regular bubbly girl.
I know. C was frothing at the mouth when he saw that tomboy. So I immediately thought of you. But yeah, the one with the dead eyes, the one that was like, she can hear you.
She can hear you wherever you are.
And then she just happens to turn around, pop in. It's like, it was just a little bit of trash talk, okay? Yeah, what do I think of them? One's jealous, one needs to have friends, and the other one is just kind of there, just a little too friendly with the whole, would you like some food? Get the fuck out my face. Okay, see you later. Why are you ever not happy? I mean, not sad. Get sad, damn it.
Yeah, so like Reen is the like the Madonna of the school. Everybody wants to hang out with her. And
it's the knee socks.
Yeah.
Those magical thighs.
And the ribbons.
Those magical thighs.
You got the heavenly pits, the magical thighs. What else?
We're gonna start like
the tantalizing toes.
We're creating a team.
No.
I want a team of all fetishes.
The tantalizing toe.
So we got the armpits, got the toe. Wait, who is the toe person?
I don't know who tantalizing toes is. Maybe Sari?
So it's like no. So it's like we have like servants. And instead of like archer, saber, we have these roles for everybody. And then you summon them with their fetishes. Like for example, if you want to send
the holy sex war.
Yeah. if you want to summon the tantalizing toes person, you have to get like the holy sock and then
the
do
holy
the scriptures and then summon them.
And they ain't talking about it being in church. It's literally full with holes.
I don't know who would be the tantalizing toes person though. Who is like known for their feet in anime? I feel like there's somebody, but I just can't think of who it is.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody.
It's from Frieren, that dopey looking elf.
I said Sari.
No.
It's got them grippers. Well, she's more of a feet than toes. Well, I guess we can lump toes and feet in.
It's gotta be. It's someone I'm missing. I just don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Light Ruler, come.
Oh, Light Ruler would know. He would know.
He's all about the feet. He knows.
True. Yeah. I mean, there's always Ishtar. If we're talking about Fate, she's always like barefoot.
Oh yeah, Ishtar. Wow, we'd have two Tosakas.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Tosaka lady. So yeah, we got the toes, we got the armpits down, we got the thighs. Rika can be one generation, and then Reen can be the other generation. You know, kind of shake things up. I don't know. Apparently, some people are into like, the back of knees. I don't know how we would do that, but that could be another one. I'm not too interested in finding out who that would be, but just a suggestion. And I don't know. What else people. What do kids these days like? What's your fetish?
We can always go for the regular stuff, the boobs and ass. People love that stuff.
Oh, that's
the sexy creepy faces.
That's too milk toast.
Yeah, outdated.
Okay. Well, then what about just thighs in general?
No, yeah, we got that. We need 4 more.
What?
We need 4.
Okay. I know. We've got it. We got. What about Harry?
Oh yeah, that's got to be one. That's got to be one.
I mean, people love their Harry.
Also, a freebie one is Ugly Bastard.
Wait a minute. I think we've gone off track.
We've gone way too far.
I think we need to pull back. This isn't what I expected. Hold on.
I wanted to stick with Harry. Zangief can be the role model of that. I got hairy chest and I'm strong.
No, Trayvon, we already have armpits. We have armpits. We have the feet. We have the
thighs.
The thighs. And we got hairiness.
Oh, what about MILF?
I was thinking more of like all of them are body features, you know.
Oh, voice.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Faust says Ada Ada. What about the voice?
That's what we're thinking. Like
just a voice, like the one that gets those Ada Adas whenever they say it, and they do it really, really good. And you're just it sends a shiver down your spine.
I feel like there's an obvious one for that.
I'll send my suggestion.
Okay.
Oh. No. Not yet.
Not yet. We have to wait.
Yeah, they're not ready for that one. But
wait, can we? Well, the elves are a fetish now, so we can put an elf on the team, right?
Like just ears?
Yeah, like the elf ears. We free run.
Yeah. I mean,
ears that are fucking like this long, and they just stick out.
Ellie says you can keep in butts and boobs. They are your sword and bow.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, who would represent the butts and the boobs? Makima maybe with the butt.
I don't know. Like, who's like a universal like boob person? The first thing that comes to my mind is like a high school DxD girl, but
yeah, like Ray's Grimory. That's like the boob.
The boob. That's the boob.
That is the boob that people think about.
What about Drake and Josh? They call each other boobs.
Oh, they are.
You talking about that Nickelodeon show?
Oh man, who would be boobs?
I never thought that'd be so simple, but find a way. I find a way. But butts,
so Ellie
butts
says
are like.
Dr. Faust says Caster.
Nah, not mainstream enough.
Casta.
I don't know, like who? I don't know who would be the butt person. That's
Rangiku.
That's more difficult.
Oh, Orihime Rangiku. Rangiku. Oh, with the Rangiku with the chest.
Is she an iconic boob character? I mean, I know she has really big boobs, but
Rangiku. Absolutely.
Yeah, having big boobs doesn't necessarily make you an icon for big boobs. You have to represent.
You have to be the icon outside of the boobs.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I enjoyed her in high school. Does that count?
Counts for something.
LE says Nami or Mitsuri. Light Roller says Darkness.
Darkness.
Decrepit Storm says, them emotions get to you when you don't comprehend the story accurately. Stop choosing favorite characters solely on their boobs.
Our apologies.
Damn it. We got told again.
Shit. For ass, though, we could go Makima. Even though, like, it's not kind of non-existent or is more of a fable. It's kind of weird, too, because
Fubuki, she got an ass.
No, here's the thing. Fubuki makes more sense.
Yeah.
But the craze of Makima and her I won't say non-existent ass, but fabricated ass, overblown ass became a phenomenon unlike I've never seen before.
There's some new, like Fujimoto recently has been putting on a lot of extra art and stuff of his current female cast, and
Don't tell me
they all got big thighs and big butts. So,
Yes,
I think canon Makima does have a really big butt.
Canon ass.
It just doesn't look like it because it's Fujimoto's art.
Gotcha.
Also, there are episodes in Chainsaw Man where she does have a really big butt, and it's very defined.
There you go.
Okay, then if that's the case, she is the ass class.
We could put Kobeni in there too.
How the ass class is really made out of women with big asses.
Kobeni ain't gonna be nowhere. She's gonna be in like the puke maze or whatever.
All right.
Why did we go through all that?
No, that was important.
It was very important. Everybody, we had to.
Yeah. Like quite literally, the fate of the world hinged on our opinion with that. So that's why we spent 20 minutes on it.
No, it's no joke. That was all real.
Real. Serious. Dire. So I mean,
you know what?
The whole
Funny?
episode. What's up?
There's another soundboard that's perfect for this.
Man, I don't know what to take no more, man. Okay,
what's the DS?
What?
Get out of my head.
Get out of my head, man.
That's from Smiling Friends.
Summon all of Keijo.
Oh my god. All of Keijo's butts alone would damn. And they make a Fate reference in Keijo.
That's true.
Oh, wait. Dr. Faust brings up a good point. Quetzalcoatl from Grand Order is a thick, strong, dominant mother lucha libre wrestler.
I'm not familiar with their game.
Say, could you send a little something in the chat, sir?
I don't think he can.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Well, then I'm going to look. Quetzalcoatl?
It's from Fate Grand Order.
Quetzalcoatl Fate. Let's see what this person looks like. Give me images.
Is that the blonde one?
Yeah, it's the blonde one. I was expecting.
You know what?
More.
I'll lock it in the future for a Nakama Club. It's also a really good series, so we'll get to that eventually.
She's 9 feet tall. Jesus.
She's a big girl. She also eats humans.
Is she an Amazonian? I want snoo.
She's based on Quetzalcoatl, so she's like lore.
I'm gonna say it's a snoo reference from Futurama. Death to snoo.
But we wasted a lot of time. Do you want to?
No.
You guys want to move on? We talked about pretty much everything, so.
Yeah, we had that important conversation. See, it wasn't a waste of time.
Yeah.
It was something we had to figure out.
Yeah, you really just with this episode 0, you're seeing all these different personalities of Reen's classmates, but ultimately, they're not going to be that important because we know the most important people are going to be the masters and the servants, and some outside people, or not really outside people, but other people that's also involved in the Holy Grail War. So just a big introduction to new MC. So yeah, good start to showing you her character and reintroducing you into the world of Fate. But yeah, next episode will be the real episode.
Yeah, the sexy episode.
Is every episode gonna be sexy now?
Some of them will be
Maybe.
slutty. Let's move on to our first main show of the evening, our seasonal show, KonoSuba, episode 1.
The return of the king.
Light Ruler, you are allowed to go feral in the chat.
No. No,
Don't tell him to do that.
I'm not telling him to do that.
He's gonna come on this channel and go.
He's gonna go feral anyways.
He's gonna start barking.
Be lucky if that's all he does.
It'd be like Dorburb after he sees a dark elf.
Yeah, freaking A. But season 3, after all these years, it's finally here, KonoSuba. There's Light Ruler. There he is. But yes, oh my gosh, freaking. I guess you could say the events kind of like led up, were like after the movie that we saw. What was the name of the movie?
KonoSuba, God's blessing on this wonderful movie.
I'll go with that. Needless to say, poor old Kazuma is he's very much he's not doing so well. He keeps having these dreams about the what was she? A
Chimera.
Chimera, that's it.
Sylvia.
Who was hot until, and he even thought that she was hot up until he felt a penis hitting his back. He didn't quite like that after that. Oh my gosh, yes, and it is a canon movie because I forgot there are some like
Isn't it in the light novel?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the light novels. I just know about this show. And God, this show was super hilarious. Kazuma wanted to leave so bad. He's like, I have nightmares of Chimera Dick. I want to go to the church. And I just love how we're introduced to each and every character again. It's as if they've never left. I love Aqua. I love Megumin. I love Darkness. They're all just so unique and great in their own way. One thing I will say that just made me, well, a lot of things made me laugh and howl. When they were making their way to the church and everything, and it was nighttime, they were at the campfire, etc. and so forth. Darkness was like, I'm going to bed, and if you need to wake me up, be extra rough with me. And Kazuma was like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to shake the shit out of you. And she just goes, she made that noise, and it just made me laugh when I heard her make that noise.
Oh man,
that's when I knew we were definitely back. I'm like, oh yeah, this is KonoSuba all over again.
I knew we were back when we heard the Aqua laugh. The Aqua laugh always makes me laugh because it's like the most, I know in canon it has to be one of the most annoying things ever, but to me it is hilarious. It's so condescending.
It's crazy. Man. Like, I was kind of like breaking down all these characters when I was looking at each and every one. I feel like the one that knows Kazuma the most is Aqua. Like, I think they were like telling like the campfire stories and everything and whatnot. And she said, "Are you going to tell him that was from a video game?" Because she was a god, and she knew this guy's life and knew how he died and poked fun at him and everything. Megumin, is it me? Or does Megumin seem to be really infatuated with Kazuma now?
I think a
lot of them are.
I think it's kind of the other way around.
You don't think she kind of has a thing for him? She touched her hand on him.
No. I still think it's on her end, but they're definitely showing that Kazuma has a thing for her because,
yeah. I mean, especially that scene where he's just contemplating his life. He's like, "Oh God, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do?" And then he's about to say something. I don't think I want to go to the church, but then she's asleep. She just falls asleep sitting up. It's way too funny. But Yeah, he does kind of have a thing for all of them, though, but not maybe not so much in a loving way with others. Maybe more so with Megami.
I don't. I think okay, like with Darkness, he just like kind of lust after her.
Yeah,
but I think it's like nothing with Aqua. Honestly, I think there's the one character. There's like no romantic type of anything.
It'd be pretty hard to be romantically interested in Aqua.
I mean, it would be easy for one person in the chat.
Yeah, Light Ruler is going to be the only one. But freaking...
Imagine just being around one of these characters semi-regularly. Like, you just pass them at, like, a Starbucks every week.
Aqua would be doing parlor tricks and be screaming, going, ah! With her tongue out and everything, and I'm just like, no. I don't want to get coffee from here anymore.
I mean, they all would be cool in, you know, the right conditions and be terrible in the wrong ones, you know. Because Megami just blows up anything indiscriminately, not caring if any life form is there or not. Aqua will fuck around and rob you blind or try to finesse you some way, somehow. And Darkness is darkness.
Yeah, that's
the best way I could describe that.
I mean, who was it that was talking about chains and whips earlier? Was that UC?
Probably.
Yeah, he's the dominatrix.
Yeah, that's where Darkness comes in.
You know what, Satsuki? I'm glad you said that. I am referred to colloquially by many people in my community as the Megadom. And some people want to deny that. Ellie, you know, but I'm just, you know, thank you.
No problem, buddy. No problem. What was another thing of this episode? So, well, I'll say this much: the thing that I found funny was when Kazuma was going on his journey to go to the church and become a monk and all of this. The entire episode, Aqua's like, "You're not doing. You're not going to follow through with this. You're going to be at home drinking alcohol with me at the end of the day." And it's funny because she was exactly right.
She, like I said, she knows him really well.
It's just funny how she has no confidence in him doing better. She's just like, well, you're kind of like a piece of shit, just like me. So, and she even says as much that she was happy that he ended up falling with her. You know, because she that means that she doesn't have to try as hard. So they're all, well, I won't say they're all bad or anything, but at least those two are two peas in the pod when it comes to being pieces of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my favorite clips of Aqua and Kazuma is when Kazuma had this get rich quick scheme and Aqua's like doing the slapping with the hands, like talking about money and stuff, and Kazuma's just going, funniest clip I've ever seen. And Megabeat's just like, will you please just act normal, please? Oh, the show's great.
Oh, what did you guys think about the what did they run into? The monster?
The elf
monster. Yeah, some kind of monster that I guess sucks your life force. Yeah,
But before I talk about her, the thing that kind of, I guess it shouldn't really surprise me, but they talked about, Kazuma was talking about the legend of this thing and how it gets kind-hearted, like the more kind-hearted you are as a traveler, the easier it is to for it to rope you in and capture you. And surprisingly, every single one of them, Kazuma was the one that, you know, was skeptical, but even he fell into it. All of them went to help her. You know, It made sense on Megami's end. You know, we don't really see her as a piece of shit. It makes sense on Darkness's end as well. But Aqua is the one that's kind of like, she's very self-centered a lot of times, but I think it I don't want to say humanized, but showed you just the good nature of the party, because I think a lot of episodes you'll see the flaws of them, but this was the time, even though it wasn't for a good cause, because it was a monster that was tricking them at the end of the day, but their intentions were pure in trying to help an injured girl. At least that's what they thought. So that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I also loved how all of them were essentially going to block off Kazuma if he was going to try and end her life and everything. Megumin is doing like the freaking fading in and out of existence, doing that kind of thing. Aqua is shaking her fists up and down like this. And Darkness just has the pouty face. Just she had a couple of pouty faces throughout this episode. But yeah. Aqua pointed it out like right away. When she was like looking at the bandages, she's like, these aren't bandages. They're made to look like bandages. And I'm thinking, why did that not click right away? But yeah, then we did indeed get the reveal, which before that was a poop joke. You gotta go poop? I don't have to go poop. I just need to go back to do something. He's embarrassed. Will you shut up? But that damn elf thing doing the... Did it have Tourette's?
I don't know what the fuck it had.
It just kept going.
It reminded me of an older anime that had a character like that. I can't remember. It was some KyoAni series. Where she was like a newscaster or whatever, and she was doing like the cute anime voice, and off the air she was just like this foul person.
Off the top, I mean, I don't know what show you're talking about, the characters you're talking about, but it's a couple of characters like that. Off the top of my head, your Mammy from Kakaguri is like that.
Oh yeah.
Urara from Food Wars is like that. But yeah, it was funny seeing her try to practice her manipulation, and all of it came crashing down.
Yep, with Kazuma just like
it hurts inside.
just hovering over her as she was leaning over, just she's just sweating. Hi, friend. Could you forget that you heard any of that?
A friend would turn the other way.
And then he killed her, I guess.
Yeah. And then stole the loot off a dead body.
Yeah, he looted it. He did what every good adventurer should.
Yeah, he looted that shit. He took it. Now he's gonna sell it.
I mean, that's it's one of the main reasons. I mean, Kazuma definitely has his flaws as a character, but he's no dummy. I mean, he saw right away that she was speaking differently, and then just snuck right into the bushes until he confirmed it, and then killed her. I mean, there was no fight or anything. It was just death. It was great. But that freaking loot that they took...
Had gold.
It's a mallet. And apparently if you give it a few good shakes, it makes coin. And then the second that happened, all of them just looked down with that same expression on their face, and they said, let's go home. Let's go home.
It's crazy how much like they'll like lose all their money and then gain it all back and then lose it all again.
Yeah, it's like Ed, Ned, and Annie.
It's true. Oh,
butter toast.
Classic. Butter toast. I like chickens, Double D. Yes, Ed, I know. Freaking, they had that wonderful mallet, and then old what's-her-face stole it.
Chris.
She pickpocketed them. How dare. Right when their life was gonna get better. No.
I mean,
Back to square one.
I feel like they should have been more on guard. They know she's a thief, and then you have like a money mallet. I would have never even looked at her.
Yeah, didn't she steal a couple of things from them before?
Yeah.
I feel like she did.
Well,
And the fact that they were just so chummy. He did steal her underwear, didn't he?
And then whipped it around above her head.
Yep, it was all in slow motion too. They were chanting his name, Kazuma, and she's just in the background going, "Give me back my panties." So I guess he had it coming. But damn.
Yeah, but
What happened at the end of the
episode? Well, Kazuma gets invited to Darkness's family to I think it was like to talk, just like gush about himself or something. Tell him all about what he's been doing.
Tell him about his exploits.
Tell us about your stories of old.
Yeah, and apparently something's going on with their family too, so.
Yeah, freaking darkness. Darkness made that face. No, it's nothing. Don't. I love the face she made as she's like crying and pleading, going, no.
She knows they don't know how to act, so. And if it's one thing for Kazuma to go, but if all of them go, Jesus Christ.
Oh God, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
It's gonna be funny.
Kill this man now.
What did he do?
Who do you think is going to be the first one to get threatened or something?
The first one to get threatened.
I'd say Aqua.
Probably Aqua. She just seems like that type of person.
I feel like it won't happen until like dinner time when she starts drinking. Otherwise, I feel like it might be Kazuma.
She's gonna get drunk and puke rainbows all over everybody. It's like, hey, how you doing over there? And then just rainbow vomit all over everybody. Yeah, she's done.
Couldn't she like purify the alcohol as it's going down her throat?
Well, what fun would that be? See?
Well, it would. You'd be able to drink more.
But it wouldn't taste like alcohol at that point.
Well, it still tastes like alcohol. But
okay, excuse me. It would taste like alcohol, but it just wouldn't have the same fun little inebriating factors that alcohol has.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting thought. Either way, that's it. That's KonoSuba season 3, episode 1. Any other thoughts?
I like how Aqua called it the bubbly.
Ah, yes, the bubbly, like Chris Jericho.
Yep, a little bit of the bubbly. That's what it reminded me of when she was calling it the bubbly.
It was interesting seeing Kazuma talk about his real life a little bit, like his life previous to being Isekai to Mega Bean. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was a little sweet.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all my thoughts.
I'm just so happy the show's back. One of my favorite shows. Love it.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into Spice and Wolf. One of my favorite episodes ever from the original series is finally being adapted. And I loved it. This episode basically continued the storyline from the last episode with the silver coin, the silver Trini coins. And all that, and we got our introduction to Holo's love for apples, which is a staple of her character. And by the end, it turns out maybe that helped him out quite a bit.
She can't beat Ryuk though.
Yeah, probably not. She's just a wolf, so very wise, but just a wolf.
Yeah.
Yes, now we're getting into the part of the series that I love the most. Economics.
Economics!
Economics.
Did you check how much silver is in your quarter, EA?
No, I can't say that I have.
It's important.
You know, if you ding the two coins together and one of them sounds more dull, that means it has less silver in it.
Right, and then your ear twitches because you notice it.
Yeah, because you're a wolf goddess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my tail, it's big and bushy. Yeah, yeah. I remember this stuff like the first time I saw it, and I was bored out of my fucking mind. The first time I saw it, I was just like, oh, money and economics and depreciating silver over time. Oh, this is so much fun. But
so you're just like Holo in this episode.
Pretty much. That episode, that scene where she's just like, okay, I know this one. Remember. I'm going to bed now.
Is she like me for real? On God.
I really like this. She was so eager to learn. It was like, all right, this is too overwhelming. I'm going to sleep.
I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to pass out because of all the apples I ate and all the stuff I drank.
I think that's another interesting part about Holo's character is that she doesn't actually have a lot of current world knowledge, and she doesn't know everything there is to know about the world. But because she's wise, because she's able to apply things that were the norm during her time when she was walking around, and apply it to current time, and it'll still be accurate. And in general too, she knows people. So, because she doesn't really know about this silver stuff, she has to ask Lawrence a lot of questions this episode. So this episode, where the first two episodes, it seemed like Holo was kind of schooling him. This episode, she's the one asking a lot of questions. But even then, she's able to negotiate for a higher price with the fur pelts, which was interesting, without knowing anything about being a merchant, really. Or not knowing much, I should say.
I'm just disappointed she wasn't naked in this episode. We had two straight episodes of naked. And we got clothed Holo. What the hell is this?
How dare they?
I'm angry. I want a refund.
You want a refund? Well, too bad. You have to find out which silver it is.
Well, that's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad. You keep digging. We're gonna find this hole.
I'm tired, Grandpa.
You know what? No one gives a shit. Your mother hates you.
Oh my God. Was that an uncut version?
Yeah. Your mother's a whore. Your father left you. I'm sorry.
Dan in the chat says basically what we said at the top of the show, which was that Brina Palencia and J. Michael Tatum are back. But as well, for the dub, according to Dan, they also recorded a completely separate English version of the opening for the dub. I didn't notice that. I skipped the opening, so.
This is C we're talking about. He always skips the opening. Don't ever tell him about openings because he's going to go, they exist?
Yeah. You can't sing Pink Blood along with us.
Yeah.
Pink blood.
You can't sing it. Only we can. Because you always skip it.
I can't.
But she can.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Pink blood.
Who is this? Is this a fucking fairy? What is this? It's the fairy in Baldur's Gate 3.
It's the Kyles McGiles voice.
Oh! The Uwu
of Anime Podcast. Lawrence goes to sell his fur pelts. He's been carrying that since episode 1. And initially he's about to, he ups the price a little bit, and he feels confident about himself. He has that smug merchant smile. But Holo decides to intervene because up to this point, she really hasn't earned her keep, so to say. Now, she has informed him about Zephyrin possibly lying and whatnot, but she hasn't really done much to earn money herself. So she takes it upon herself to go intervene in this negotiation and try to up the price. And because they had all these apples on the cart, it carried the scent of the apples, and she uses that to their advantage to make it seem like it was way more valuable than it actually was, and essentially finesses the guy. I think the original price that Lawrence and them agreed on was like 140 silvers.
Yeah, that was 140.
Holo got it to basically 210.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely finessed him. And Neon, yes, I did hear about that. We talked about that at the beginning of the hour. Keanu Reeves, his big bad shadow. I can't wait to hear him say, Maria.
Maria. I'm Neo.
Oh my god. But yeah, that was that was a nice little shakedown she did. Knows nothing about economics and sailing stuff or any of that stuff, but she's a wise wolf and she's got that voice. And that look, and the guy was just like,
what do I do?
Oh
I don't know what to do. I'm gonna bust.
I haven't talked to a woman in centuries.
In centuries? How old is this man?
Just as old as Holo, apparently.
I don't remember what these things looked like.
This is a woman?
What are they wearing? Some sort of clothing. What is this? Is it clothing?
I haven't worn clothing in years.
Now he's butt naked.
He's selling naked. He's known as the nudist salesman.
He really.
I don't think I would go to a guy like that.
He really drives a hard bargain.
Oh, now that deserves that.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, he's always erect when he's making deals. It makes things very
Well,
uncomfortable.
well, Saskia, what if it was a woman that was selling?
Go on.
Like if she was naked selling, and she's
describe her to me.
She's been getting a lot of good deals.
She's thick in all the right places.
I'll take 10.
That's like I saw one tweet that was like about X-Men 97. It was Rogue. The tweet said Rogue would be an Omega level threat if she walked around completely naked.
Oh my god.
Probably.
Reminds me of that.
With that butt? Hell yeah. You have Magneto going, I can bend the will of everything metal, and holy shit, look at that ass.
Wait. I have a really good Rogue impression. Do you guys want to hear it?
Oh no, don't.
I wouldn't know how good it is, but
Hey,
go
y'all.
for it.
It's me, Rogue. I'm here. I'm an X-Man, woman. I'm a
Damn.
bell. Nobody
Rogue,
can touch
that's
me but my 78-year-old boyfriend, granddad, died. His name was Magnet. I love him. He
Magnum?
reminds me of
His name's not Magnum.
my mama's apple pie
We need to bring out the cane.
and
The old trusted
conservatives.
cane.
Uh-huh.
We need to bring out the old trusted cane, EA. Just yank him off stage.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, that's enough of that guy, right? Am I right?
That guy is never going to be seen in here again. Yeah, applause. Thank you. Yes. On to next and more exciting things.
But the other thing that he does when he goes to this company is that he inquires about information for what Zephyrin was telling them about the increasing gold in the new currency, and what he finds out is is looking like a lie, but he still decides that I could probably still make a profit out of this. So he goes to make a deal with them. They talk about the details of the contract. They agree on the split. I think he said 10% of his profits plus 10 silver up front, which I don't know how much a silver is worth. Like, I don't know what that would be in our real world currency, but god damn, this sounds like he said it was a good deal, or he said it was like a low ball for him, but he even said as much in their conversation. He doesn't really take any risk from this. If things go AWire, so
yeah, he makes it out with at least 10 more silver than he had.
Yeah, so to me, I just felt like, yo, this didn't sound like a good idea from the get-go, but hey. I mean, I guess if it did work, then, Lawrence wouldn't really be complaining, but
yeah. Apparently 1 silver bought all those fucking apples, so whatever value a silver is, you can equate it with all those apples, I guess.
How many apples does it take to earn a silver?
Yeah, and I love what Lawrence said too after she bought it, because first he said, "Here, buy whatever you want," and then she bought whatever she wanted, and he said, "Why did you do that? I was going to use that for hotel and board." You told her to buy whatever you want.
Well, I think he he underestimated that she was going to spend the entire thing on apples. He's like, it's like I don't know, like a parent giving their kid like a $10 for ice cream. Which I mean, that wouldn't be a good idea either way. But you might expect, okay, they're just going to get this one thing. Polo's like, I get all this money to spend it on every apple. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you're right though. I'll just have 1 scoop. No kid's getting 1 scoop. They're getting triple scoop with chocolate and everything on the dressing on top, whipped cream.
I say she deserves it too.
I mean, yeah, she earned those apples, and at the end of the day, so
I mean, after she earned her keep, and she made true to it too, because I think that's what kind of like started off the whole episode, was her buying all the apples, saying, "Oh, don't worry, I'll earn my keep," and she took what was 140 to 210, so she a $70 profit or silver profit after that. So yeah, I say she's earned her keep for sure.
Yeah. So that's when we go further on with the whole Trini coin silver stuff. And then Lawrence goes to this one guy, Weiss, or Wise, who's a currency dealer, to ask him, does he hear a change in the coins, which he couldn't, even him as a person that deals with money, didn't see a change, or couldn't hear a change, or couldn't feel a change, but Holo was able to because of her wolf ears. But that's not the important thing. The important thing was this dude was hitting on Holo.
Oh yeah,
with resilience and ferocity that I've only seen one man display for their respective love interest. I won't name that person, but it was disgusting.
I mean, yeah, she was playing along with it though.
That's the funny thing about Holo. She will take every opportunity to tease Lawrence.
Yeah, she's just basically just like, "Oh, go on, Pasha. You see what this guy's doing to me? Are you jealous?"
And eventually, Lawrence is like, "All right, hey, back up.
Get your hands off her, you damn dirty human."
Name them. I won't. Light Ruler. I won't.
I'll name them. They're not anime characters. Gomez and Morticia from the Addams Family. He's very romantic with his wife. "Oh, Morticia, how I love thee.
Oh, he is.
How I would like it." He, like, when you think of romantic couples, fictional, they are in the Addams Family the most affectionate. Absolutely. He loves Morticia more than life itself. And he said so.
What about that? There's got to be some another anime where like a dude or a lady like loves their partner to death.
Miria and Isaac from Baccano.
You know, I saw a clip today of the new episode.
He froze.
Of,
No.
Oh shit! I saw a new episode today of the episode.
You were saying what the name was, Satsuki, and you froze.
Did the string hear me?
No, I think you froze EA.
Oh.
I did? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up now.
So I think when you freeze, we freeze for you. But
I
saw a clip today from the new season of Mushoku Tensei. And so, that was really good. You're pretty still there. Kind of fooled me for a second. But Sylphie and Rudy were taking a bath together or whatever, and I forget what he says. I mean, yeah, I agree. I forget what he says, but basically the entire gist is like, oh, they love each other so much. And by the end, like, she says something. I don't know what she said, but she said that one thing, and he immediately goes full perv, picks her up
I'm on my period.
out of the bath, runs up the stairs with her naked, and throws her onto the bed, and they smash.
All right.
I'm so glad I dropped that show.
Yeah, well, I remember one thing she said. Rudy was like, oh, you're totally my type, Sylphie. And Sylphie goes, oh, yeah, you're totally my type, too. I love you. And I was just like, oh, God, you're just enabling him. Leave. I swear, if Mushoku Tensei, if you took the relationship between Rudy and Sylphie and made it into like a Reddit post for like a dating forum, they would call them toxic. I just don't get it, man. But
yeah,
anyways, back to Spice and Wolf.
Yes, back to a better show.
So yeah, after that whole thing with Wise and they go their separate ways. They have this one scene where Holo just reveals that like, yeah, I knew you were jealous. I was kind of teasing you. And she has this one line. Hold on, because I posted it on Twitter. So
I love that line. But say it.
She says, she says it's no reason to be bothered by being jealous. And then she says, males are all jealous idiots, and females are idiots who feel happy about such things. The world is full of idiots. And then she's like snuggling up to Lawrence, which I found pretty adorable because she could have. Oh man, if this was any other like trashy romance series, she would have stopped at men are idiots and then kept it like that. But she includes herself in this, which I like.
Yeah, basically saying everybody's idiots.
And it's also another like not really slob, but I guess a more clever way of saying that she appreciates him being jealous for her. Without actually just saying it.
Yeah, they should already smash.
I mean, they do a lot of undercover flirting, so.
Isn't she just wheat, though?
No.
I don't think so.
Wouldn't he'd be having sex with a pile of wheat?
She's not composed of wheat.
So he's saying I can't bake her and put her in a stove and she turn into bread?
You can surely bake her. I don't think
You can bake her, but she wouldn't turn it to bread. Probably just
apple pie,
wolf meat.
Yeah,
because of all that.
Remember what she said the episode that the wolves feasted on apples and that's why they smell like that. So would Holo taste like apples?
I think she would smell like something that sounds like an apple, only when you hold your tongue.
I'm uncomfortable.
By the way, there is no way Holo or Kraft smell good. I think maybe Kraft probably smells the best because he's a merchant, but
I think it's the opposite.
Really?
I think he would smell bad because he's a merchant. I think in negotiations he'll be he'll like freshen himself up. But I think otherwise, because he's traveling all the time,
that's a good
so
point,
he's
yes.
outside all the time. Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to mention this too, just because we talked about like the light novel and it not being a great way. Light novel's not really transferring well into anime. So I just want to say this about Lawrence's character, because this is not going to be something that they really focus on too much. Just from reading the light novels, I'll try to make it as brief as possible. So one thing the anime doesn't go in detail with Lawrence is his beliefs on what a merchant is and what that brings him.
He doesn't believe they're people and they should all die.
He does have a cynical view of merchants, and in general, because he's been a traveling merchant for a long time, it's a lot of solitude that comes with that. And until he met Hollow, he was pretty much alone. And because you are a merchant and you had to be dishonest a lot of times, you had to raise up the prices. There's also this added layer of like disposition from your true self. Like you can't be a genuine person around anybody, because you're always trying to raise up the price from people that you may be cordial with. So that's a layer that they don't really go into with Lawrence's character, which is unfortunate, but it kind of enhances how he views Holo and their relationship.
There you go. I think we may have talked about everything, but I'm not sure.
Economics.
There's the last part of the episode where they start theory crafting, and Holo suggests that maybe Zaren isn't the true mastermind behind this plot of whatever's going on, because Lawrence is thinking to himself, why would they try to make people buy silver coins that are decreasing in value? And he has some epiphany, which we don't know what that is, but he figures something out and he sets off with Holo. And that's pretty much the episode.
So this guy is Zaren. Do you think his alter ego is Eren?
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 Eren is broke.
He really is. Broken, and a head.
Yeah, this guy is missing teeth, not a missing head.
Well, what about his...
His legs look fine.
Yeah, he doesn't walk with a limp like old school pimp or anything like that.
Mm.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about Ranger Reject. Episode 2.
Wow.
Satsuki,
It's big.
we gotta check in with you.
What?
We gotta make sure you're okay.
Yumeko was on display this episode. What are you? You all right?
Listen. My pants may have gotten tight at a couple of moments watching this episode, but all things considered, I think I'm pretty fine.
Right.
Yumiko Suzukiri, though, I'm here for it. And also, for the people that just watched the anime, there were some changes from the manga. Some that I'm not going to remember everything, but just the like 2 or 3 I remember, I'll talk about as we go through it. But yeah, what were your like first impressions watching this episode?
I was intrigued with how this show was from the first episode, but now that the second episode has come and gone, I think this may be my favorite thing watching this season. It's really good. It's really, I don't know how to explain it. It's just all around just a good show. I like the pacing. I like just the character D himself is just an underdog that you want to root for, and I feel like he's one of my favorite characters in the series. And we got to see kind of the darker side of the Rangers. Rangers? What are they called? Power Rangers? What are the
Power Rangers?
There's the Dragon Keepers.
Dragon Keepers.
The Dragon Keepers are. Oh, you mean like the 5 main ones?
Yeah, the
Dragon
5 man.
Yeah.
Okay, Dragon Keepers. They're not so nice. they're especially the blue one. Blue one's like, I'm gonna crush Elliot. Yeah, but the red guy, he reminds me a lot of, well, okay, maybe not a lot. I was gonna say not quite like Homelander, because Homelander's kind of insane, but he's kind of just got a bit of where he has that condescending kind of like I'm a nice guy feel to him, but deep down, if he wanted to kill you, he could. So I thought, ooh, this guy's gonna be a good baddie. I love it. And yeah, overall, it was just entertaining. They didn't. I even love the ending theme where it had the freaking dance at the end. Did you see it?
I liked it.
I know C didn't, but that was just really, really fun, and I enjoyed it, and they need to keep doing that. Yeah, very solid, very fun, very exciting. Does this mean, because I know I'm like going all over the place and everything, because it seems like the what are they called, the dusters? They can they can like come back as new and whatever, but at the end we saw one legitimately die. Is that the case? Can they actually die?
So they can die if they are harmed with the divine tools that we saw the Red Keeper use. So that big dragon thing is the thing that killed them, and that's how they killed the bosses, with the divine tools. Otherwise, they're going to keep regenerating.
I see. So it's they know how to kill them. They just keep them on. Man, yeah, that's it's pretty crazy, pretty twisted. It just I don't know. I watched the whole episode and it just went by like that. I was literally just, it's over. I want to see more.
Yeah.
I guess one thing I don't understand, but I think I may understand later, I guess, is why the blonde girl is totally cool with the fact that he wants to kill the Rangers. D. She's like, I'm going to help you. I don't know why. Because I thought, isn't she kind of on their side?
Well, he left before she could say JK.
Wait, you both talked at the same time. What?
Apologize.
He left before she said she could say JK.
Oh. Not you dead. And then what'd you say, C?
Well, she basically what she was saying to him was she wants to bring him down too.
Yeah, and I'm curious to why that is.
But we don't know why.
Right, and I think that's what we'll find out the next episode or two.
My guess.
I'm curious because I was, to be honest, I was not expecting that at all.
My guess is they make her pay more in taxes. And she's tired of it.
You want to tell us something to see?
This motherfucker makes me pay more taxes. Let's murder him.
You guys want to know how much I paid in taxes this year? Because I don't want to think about it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to.
It was a lot. It was a fucking lot, okay?
Uncle Sam wanted you?
If I wasn't prepared for that, I would be in debt.
Damn.
For years. For like at least 2 years.
I want you to pay taxes.
That's what it's like being a YouTuber. Gotta save up for that shit.
So where do I first want to go? I guess I'll talk about the changes that I remember. So I'll just talk about the change I dislike as a manga reader, and I'm specifying as a manga reader because it's not necessarily a bad change. I just didn't like it not being totally faithful. But there is another moment that wasn't faithful that I did like. So EA, you compared the Red Keeper, and we actually got his name this episode. So his name is Sosei Akabane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Red Keeper is easier, so that's what I'm going to refer to him as. You compare him to Homelander, which I think is,
in a way, like I said, Homelander's a little crazy.
yeah. But I think as like a surface level comparison that works from what you've seen. But I actually dislike that they showed his hand so early, because you see stuff like what you saw in this episode later in the story. And I wish they kind of kept his malice hidden, because when you see all the Dragon Keepers and you learn about this deal, there's this aura of uncertainty around their characters as to how heroic there actually is, because they're all in the public, smiling in everybody's faces, and everybody loves them. But you know that they're oppressing the invaders, so you're thinking like, how good are these guys? And you don't really know that, but this episode kind of just shows you, all right, Blue seems to be kind of a piece of shit, and Red, oh, he's a nice guy. Oh no, he's a piece of shit too. And you don't really get that feeling until later in the story. So I think they showed their hand a little too early for my liking. But as to the change that I did like, so they never focus on a single invader other than D. But this episode, they focus on, I think he was F. Invader F.
Yeah,
and they actually focused on him last episode too. Like, he's the bigger one. I like that he has a unique design too, because nobody is that big as an invader. But yeah, they focused on him last episode, and he had some insight as to why they were bowing down in the first place and whatnot. In this episode, he's running away from the Rangers, and because they're angry about them not following the deal, and he's they scapegoat him, and he originally was just going to accept everything as it was, but his last moments he decides to fight and have pride as an invader, and he gets utterly crushed right in front of D. Mm-hmm. And I thought this was a really good change from the manga, because it's not like Invader F doesn't exist in a manga. It's just that there's no focus like this. There's this scene, none of that scene happened in a manga.
Really?
I remember. Yeah. But I thought it was a really good way of showing more motivation for D to do what he's doing currently, to invade their Rangers and possibly kill one of the Dragon Keepers, because he's looking at this guy who, before bowed down to them, but he's showing defiance at the end, because I mean, when you're backed into the corner, that's what you kind of, you go back to your original personality. And it also gives you as an audience another reason to root for him. So I thought that was a really good change from the manga.
Nice.
Yeah. But it's a lot of other stuff in here besides the changes and whatnot. So,
dude, D can change his form. I mean, I kind of figured that, but I didn't know he could like copy people.
Yeah. One of the invaders last episode mentioned that he's like one of the best at. So all the invaders have that ability to change their form based on what they see, but not everybody is as good at copying. But they mentioned that D is like one of the best when it comes to being able to replicate faces and forms and whatnot. So
I'll say pretty spot on. Very sensitive to the touch, though, Poor them. He grazes his cheek against them and it just cracks.
What's up with your face? I don't know.
It's just acne.
I'm
I
good,
just
man.
got a little crispy in the sun. You know how it is.
Freaking. I think at that point, I'm sorry, I forget her name. Yumiko knew right away that he was an imposter because of the cracking of the face. Because she just kind of stared at him, but then like didn't say anything else with her soulless eyes.
I like how they don't really even try to hide that she's really shady. Because when you just look at her character design, she doesn't look like a good guy.
He does.
All of my comments about Yumeko on my videos are like, this reminds me so much of Makima. This is Makima. Oh my god, Makima number 2. I'm like, that is not a good sign.
I mean, I'd say the same thing about Makima. You just look at Makima, and it doesn't matter that she helped Denji out in the first episode or whatever. You just look at her and you go, something's not right there. The swirly eyes don't look too inviting.
Ellie doesn't care.
I don't care, to be fair. But we are men of elite taste, as they would say. Elite. High class, and, we wear monocles.
I pay taxes. But yes, Sasuke, he wears monocles, he has cigars, he has a top hat and cane, and a pocket full of miracles. You know, it's his life, it's his day. There you go. There we go.
Yumiko Suzukiri only belongs to the elite of the elite.
Oh, quite indeed. Yes, very much so. See, are you very much of the elite class?
I'm a part of Himi Nation.
That means no. Oh, you were a peasant.
The vermin.
You scraped the crumbs off of our feet.
Ellie in the chat says C just wants Himi Nation discussed.
Streams. Shame.
Ding, ding, ding. Shame. Pelted with disgusting cabbage and shit.
But yeah, Yumiko Suzukiri this episode is just covering for D because he keeps making stupid mistakes.
Yeah, he's just rushing in there and not thinking about the consequences at all.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a good show to how bad this plan really is because it's no. But also too, it shows the desperation, I guess, in a sense, because with this plan, he could die at any time. And he even acknowledges the Rangers can kill me pretty easily. He walks into a situation where he's surrounded by Red Rangers and Yumiko. And if he was found out, eliminated right there. And his whole plan is to try to sneak the Red Ranger. But we see how dangerous that is. But again, that goes back to his desperation and his pride as an individual being shattered by these people that he will resort to something like this. Because you don't just risk your life willy-nilly like the way he is. And he's not stupid as to what he's doing. But he's doing it because he feels pride as an invader. And that was shattered 13 years ago when they defeated their bosses. And they've been suffering humiliation for 13 years. So that's why he's doing what he's doing. And that's why this plan is so haphazard. He's just really acting on impulse.
Yeah, it's insane. I'd be just sometimes some people will do just something so desperate, even if it means just to get. What was that? A butter knife? He's gonna take a butter knife to.
Oh, it was a real knife.
It looked like a butter knife.
I mean, Yumiko seemed to use it on him well.
Yumiko.
A fucking breeze is gonna knock that guy over. You saw how it was when he just barely grazed his cheek.
I like how she's
dominated
like,
that man into submission.
Let me use that knife.
Begging.
Why did he give up the knife?
I don't know. Well,
He's a dummy.
he took it out and he was like, "Oh yeah, oh I didn't even get to use this. Oh, by the way, how did you know?"
I thought that was kind of a dumb thing to say too. It's like,
Well, I think
He's
it's
so dumb.
yeah, I think it's what it's showcasing.
why would you?
Is what Satsuki was talking about, which is basically just the invaders or whatever. They are bottom. They have all their stats. If this was an RPG, all their stats would be set to 1.
Stealth 99 though.
Stealth 99, pretty good stealth. Like they were like min maxing. They're like, what's that? Oh, let's just maximize this one stat. I guess that's what min maxing is. And they set everything to 1, except for sneak.
Well, you better hope you're damn well good at sneaking, which I mean D can be good at. He needs to work on his impersonations a little bit more. Because that was another thing throughout the episode. So he's in person. We didn't talk about his character yet because he's a guy. He wasn't sexy. He's kind of cute though. Hibiki Sakurama. He was the friendly guy that was that welcomed D into the Rangers and whatnot, and that's who he ended up impersonating.
My fern fell.
What?
I have a fern
Now,
plushie.
see-
It fell.
See, I was about to ask if it was an actual like plant or like, but you just said it was a plushie. Okay.
It's
You have a fern plushie,
Yeah, I got a free
Of
run
course
one
he
too.
does.
and also, how many times are you gonna call her pre-order? No.
I also have one of Denji and one of Asa Mitaka and one of Sebastian from Black Butler.
You're gonna get one of Yumiko now.
I mean, if it's like the ones in the after credits, maybe.
Yumiko.
But yeah, he's impersonating Sakurama, and then everybody's noticing how he's acting different. So if he's going to maintain this disguise, he kind of has to know the guy a little better because, yeah, that wasn't looking too good for him at certain points and whatnot. But yeah, he ends up infiltrating the red base. So he's seeing all the Red Rangers. And then there's this one guy with makeup that just presses the hell out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Super rude guy.
I'm the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
I'm the Joker, but also the Red Ranger.
Yeah. He just started being a meanie, and but of course Yumiko saves him before anything comes of it. But that's the first time you see that guy, Shun Tokita. So remember the name. He's 3rd rank.
He's a 3rd
And
rank
he's-
little bitch.
Ooh.
I'll kill him.
You heard that, Tokita? Are you going to step up to the challenge, or are you going to run away like the 3rd-rate bitch
I
you
will
said you were?
Individually,
Yeah, Takedo, are you gonna get him?
I will cut him into pieces and bake him in a
To an apple pie?
into an apple pie. I'll throw
Yum.
some of Holo's
When's
apples
this
in
happening?
there. I will,
Invite me over when you make this.
I will put
Keep
that son
going.
of a bitch on loaves of bread and eat him.
Mm. Mm-mm.
The pie you're gonna eat with bread?
Hina.
I do.
What if there's a pie sandwich? That's got to be bad, right? There's no way that could be good.
That's a shit ton of carbs.
It's a lot of carbs.
Another thing we learned when during this infiltration is a little bit about the world or the Rangers. So we learned that the red battalion is more focused on monster hunting, so they're more the fighters, while yellow is research and development. You're going to learn more about the other Rangers as time goes on. So that's just a good bit of information to know.
Interesting.
Yeah. And also, just in case anybody was confused, Sakurama doesn't belong to any one of the Rangers. Like he's not red. If you notice his suit,
he's white.
Yeah, it's all white. So he's still in training.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was curious about that too, actually. I figured as much.
Yeah. So he's not as seasoned as Yumiko because she's already in the Yellow Battalion.
Yeah. But
Also,
she's evil.
Well,
is she evil or is she just
she knows about D and says she wants to help kill the Rangers. I would say that that's some kind of evil.
Or you could say some kind of monster from Metallica.
Yeah, I got it.
God, I want to watch Monster on for Nakama Club, but that show is like 70 something episodes.
Well, all we gotta do is watch 12 episodes a week.
Oh my god. What did you think of episodes 1 through 12?
I don't just brain fried. It'd be like if Gojo hit somebody with the Infinity Void. I'm not going to know what to say. I'm just going to.
We'll put it at the end of the show too, so it's like after a 4-hour show, just talking about 12 episodes of Monster.
Yeah, even better. 1 was great, 2 was okay, 4 not so bad. just review it like that.
74 episodes in total.
Divide that up into 12. What would that be?
I can't do math.
Hold on, I'll do quick math for you. I'll do
EA
quick
math.
Wouldn't that be?
Yeah. You said 72 or 74?
74.
Wouldn't that be 6? Like,
yeah.
6 with the change.
6 episodes a week. Sheesh.
If we had a very light season, that would work. But
I'm not watching 6 episodes.
I don't know. Yeah, if I want to.
I don't want to be like fucking Marcel, being stupefied. Go at
you guys.
This is first episode of Monster.
Okay, so another thing too, D has some insight because he has to back down from Tokita and the rest of the guys because of course he's by himself and he can't just pull out the knife and kill everybody in the vicinity. He understands he's outmatched, and that actually leads him to having some he starts berating himself because he's doing the same thing he's been doing for 13 years, and he questions, what am I even doing this for if I'm still retreating? And that's when he stumbles upon the Red Keeper, and he has a scene where he's actually warning the Red Keeper to be careful of the invaders because they're sneaky, which seems very stupid, of course. But the other way you can take it is it being a declaration of war in a very covert way, of course, because when he's saying beware of a sneak attack, he's of course talking about himself because nobody else is going after him as an invader, at least. But yeah, it's a declaration of war that he's not aware of.
Red Ranger is a handsome man.
Yeah, he is. He has the beauty mark and everything.
He's
yeah.
Patootie.
I thought he was going to be ugly, but he's a handsome man.
Well, they got Gojo's VA, so he only takes roles where he knows he's the hottest character in the entire series.
How do I look? You look fine, sir. No, I mean in the anime.
Oh, you're like the hottest character there is.
Yeah, okay. Do that.
It's like what is this character? It's an ogre with the teeth going like this, and just like shooting out with the horn through the nose and everything.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't want.
Is he the hottest orc in the show?
It's just a hot-looking orc with his hair slicked back.
Actually, yeah, he's kind of the hottest character in the entire series. All right,
Let's do
we're
it.
good.
Perfect. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I
was expecting this.
I just want to say, Yumiko Suzukiri, marry me. That's all.
Dustin.
She's a bad person.
It's okay.
You're not Satsuki.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Maybe
got
that's
enough
the
room in
thing.
Himi Nation to...
Who's Himi?
Himeno.
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 She's
Don't tell
got
me.
Oh, man.
Don't tell me. Don't. Well, okay. Thank you for.
It wasn't me.
Right, Himeno is the one-eyed girl, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cyclops lady.
Cyclops, that's funny.
Well, you like what you like, don't you see? Even if it comes at a price.
There's no price to be
What's
paid
the price?
with
Is
Himeno.
Cole?
Well, she's kind of a bad person.
She's
Well,
great.
She's great.
She didn't do one thing wrong. She didn't do a single thing wrong.
She puked in a child's
Wow.
mouth.
No, listen to what I'm saying. She didn't do
Oh, no.
a single thing wrong. She didn't do one thing wrong.
Oh,
She didn't
Oh, she
do
did
one
everything
thing
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah,
she did everything wrong.
yeah.
Oh, another change in the anime that no problem with them taking this out, but I thought it was really funny if they would have kept this. When Yumiko cuts his head off, and then there's that one now this is not in my words, this is in C-Texas words. And that one sexy scene where she's like on top of him and she
Oh.
says, I want us to work together. In the manga, she says, it's a simple scene too. She's like, "Yeah, we can crush the Rangers together." And then D just goes, "I decline." Like they don't add that. He just runs away. I wish they would have added that because I thought that was pretty funny.
That is funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they gave the entire tone of that scene more serious because of that. So maybe that's why they did it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's true, Decrepit Storm. Vladilena has no price in C's heart.
The fuck does that mean?
Priceless,
She's priceless.
invaluable.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. Anyways, let's move on to the Fable. Episode
Guns
2.
and laughs.
This Satsuki, I like this show. Like a lot. I love
I
the
like it too.
dynamic
I
between
like you. I like sex. It's nice.
I like the dynamic between what's her name? Yoko?
Yoko.
Yeah, you say Yoko and Akira. I love their dynamic. It's so funny because, like, are they idiots? Are they just actually dumbasses?
Oh, yeah. Both of them are pretty dumb in different ways.
Like Yoko is like over here, like, okay, Akira, we gotta like keep. You can't. Listen. Stop trying to kill people. Also, I hope I find a really cute boyfriend. Immediately afterward, Akira gets into a fight and also runs into his future girlfriend. Like,
Possibly.
I want to see her reaction to that. If this is actually his girlfriend, and he gets a girlfriend before her. Oh my, she'd be angry because she was all ready for this whole 1 year of a new life. She sees so much potential in it, and Akira's just like, huh? What? Oh, I just randomly killed 8 people without what?
What?
I think the best way to explain Akira's character is he's kind of like Saitama if he was a cold-blooded assassin. So he's not like Saitama, but he has
That's a great comparison.
The socially ineptness of Saitama.
Yeah, that is actually a really good comparison. But I happen to really like this show too. I like the rap intro, the rap ending is awesome. I thought what was really neat in this episode, which was my favorite part, was the fact that this man is so smart, this man is so strong, this man is so in tune with everything. At the beginning, he said he didn't care, and he was all like, whatever, when it came to like not getting into fights for a year, whatever. He took those punches, and it made it seem like that he was a little bitch. And he did that to save himself and his, his partner and everything, which I thought was really, which was really commendable, because I seriously thought he was going to whip both their asses, but that's what this guy wants, the one that doesn't want him there for some reason, but it's makes no sense. He's like, I just don't like him. Hi, what did he ever do to you? He said I have a nose hair. Okay, so that's a reason not to like somebody. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least, because I never seen a guy break somebody's hand with his head and not fight back. Like, that was really cool to me, just the fact that he's like, I'm going to break this guy's hand and make it seem like he hit me. I thought that was cool.
Oh. Yeah.
And he got a hot girl out of it, too. Are you okay?
Yeah, Decrepit
I'm
Storm
cool.
says they saw each other on 2 separate occasions. They have to be a couple now.
Yeah, it's an anime. That's how it works.
That's true. He saw her slipping and falling up some stairs, and then he saw her slipping and falling the other, like, she's always running. And he even mentioned that, too. He's like, she's always on the move.
Yeah. So yeah, this episode really just shows you kind of the genius of Akira in more ways than one. So we already knew he was like a killing machine, and he displays other like facets of his genius, being able to spot a hidden camera. Because there was the obvious camera right there, but he's able to spot a hidden camera like that and clear every single hidden camera in his room within the day. So he may be socially inept, but when it comes to anything that relates to his job, he can do, and he excels at the highest level. So he's able to fight. He's able to fight so well that he's able to make it look real while faking or mitigating all the damage that he takes too. So again, this episode just shows you how great he is, not just as a hitman, but anything that relates to violence.
Yeah, that's really neat. I'm curious now about his backstory. How did he get to be in that line of business and be as good as he is? That's what I wanted
for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he's only like 23, 24. He's in his early 20s.
He loves Jackal.
He laughs his ass off. Are we going to talk about how he was cleaning his gun butt naked?
That was interesting. I mean, I don't know if the man just got out of a shower or he just felt like he wanted to flop his dick around, but it was just that was interesting. I was like, hopefully that gun doesn't go off or he doesn't drop a piece and goes, oop, there it went.
I like when this is skipping but when Hamada brings them to where they're going to live at, and he tells them to shoot the camera, he gives them a gun, And then he's like, I'm not good with revolvers. And he spins it and just drops it. And then Amada's just sitting there like, it's like, this guy sucks.
That was pretty funny. Just like, you still got it, even though he sucks with revolvers.
Yeah. Oh, man. His attitude just makes everything funny because he's like, oh, whoops, my bad.
Yeah.
Even how they introduce themselves to the Yakuza in the first place, because they're talking about the genius of Fable and how scary and terrifying this guy is. And they go to meet with both Akira and Yoko, and they both come in the most casual wear, just looking like
Where's Waldo?
just looking like some random dudes off the street. Like, what the fuck?
Wearing like shorts, but like not short shorts, but almost there.
He's just like, hey,
looking like a mom and and her son.
Oh my god.
that's basically the extent of their relationship.
She is basically like his mother. Like, or you could say like a nagging wife, but they're definitely not like that to each other. It's just like a mother.
She's the big sis that has to raise the child because the parents are wherever they are.
Akira, I told you not to be so rude.
Yeah, she's pretty much his enforcer in a way to keep him from, I don't know, getting kicked out or getting killed or whatever.
I know where the budget for this show went.
Oh, the music.
They were given like $150, and all $150 goes to Yoko when she's on screen. Because I don't know if you guys know this. It's the same with episode 1 and 2, where you go back or pay attention when the next episode comes out. Yoko looks considerably better than every character in this series. Even Akira.
Is it because she just has like the facial muscles when she reacts or something?
No, I think it's because they know they got a low budget and, anime waifus sell.
I mean, for it being a low budget, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. I don't mind the low budget. It reminds me of Golden Kamui.
Nah, with the bear and everything.
Yeah. We still gotta watch that for KOA one day, man. That's a KOA show.
Punching bears.
Punching bears. You know how we do.
We got to talk about the creepy no eyebrows guy that was just like spying on Yoko in the bathroom.
Oh my god! And he didn't even say anything. He was breathing. Oh my god, just like stop it.
Oh my god.
Stop the breathing.
Bro, she's really dumb. I'm sure that if I'm sure he could rizz her up. I'm sure. He didn't have to do all that.
I will say this
no
about
eyebrows.
Akira. She is deceptively smart.
Mm-hmm.
So
isn't she a killer too?
Yeah.
Raised by the boss.
Yeah, have yet to see her kill or fight somebody. I'm curious to see how she would go about doing that.
Yeah, I hope we see her kick some ass.
Yeah,
she's probably better than majority of Yakuza guys, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really?
Gotta be, right? Raised by the boss herself.
Some of these Yakuza guys don't even have guns on them. So
yeah.
Even the guy in the beginning, like the head Yakuza guy, Takashi? Yeah, Takashi.
Talk a shit.
Talk your shit. He's talking about in the beginning when he's talking about the Fable and he's talking about what makes him so great. Is like his detachment to life itself, where whereas somebody may stab someone or shoot someone, they would feel immense guilt and whatnot. He doesn't really have that holding him back. He's very efficient. One shot to the heart, one shot to the head, he can kill 10 people within a day, and then eat ramen noodles and watch the Jackal and jack off 5 hours later, and it's not going to really affect them.
In that order.
In that order. So he's talking about the legend of the Fable, and in that, because he's hyping that aspect up of his character, you would expect that to be like that part of him that's able to kill people without any reservation, even though they are Yakuza. That's still something that's a rare quality, because you could be in the Yakuza and not necessarily be a cold-blooded killer. You know what I mean? Because you got different roles. You could be an enforcer, you can extort people, but that doesn't mean that you're going to kill a whole bunch of people for pleasure.
Right.
Even though it may come with it.
You can be no eyebrows and be a creep and still be a part of the Yakuza.
That's the one scene I want to talk about too. When he goes in the car, Hamada with the no eyebrows guy, and then he sees him watching the cameras or whatever. I forgot why he said it, but he just goes full boomer on him, and he goes, "This is what's wrong with the sissy generation of the Yakuza. You're gonna bring us all down." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
Where did this come from?
Just like every old person, just kids these days, they don't know.
That's what's wrong with your generation.
Back in my day,
my
we
God.
had to go out and hunt for our food.
Back in our day, we looked with a pair of binoculars to see through the window. Wasn't inconspicuous at all.
Yeah, go barefoot to school. I didn't give a damn if it was snow or not.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna be those bitter old men when we get older.
Probably. I think I will be that way with some things, but I'll try to be open minded. But I'm definitely gonna have some things that I hold on to. I'm like, kids.
You don't know what a VHS is. We had blockbusters. We had good shit. Video games.
Danitas Media didn't even know Sega had consoles.
Uh-oh.
And we got
I
really
was in that fucking conversation too, and I think it was that same moment where I said, "God, I'm fucking old."
Bro, I fucking loved the Dreamcast, man. That was a great console.
That upset me dearly when I heard something like that.
Dude, there was nothing, dude. And there still is nothing like firing up a Dreamcast and playing Crazy Taxi.
Oh, love Crazy Taxi. I played the actual arcade cabinet before I played it on the Dreamcast. The one where you actually sat down and had the steering wheel. That was a fun game, and I always remember the Offspring. Yeah. So amazing, so great.
Can't wait for the new one, which is going to be a live service battle royale.
Live service, and you pay for all the different skins on your taxis and shit. Yeah,
just like my other favorite battle royale microtransaction fest, Jet Set Radio.
Oh,
can't wait till they ruin those two.
I was happy when they announced that they were going to come out with new shit, but then I was immediately deflated when it was confirmed that they were going to be live, pay for play games. So I just was like immediately defeated.
Ellie says, "I won't be a grumpy old man. I'll just own a coffee shop."
Yeah.
So you'll just keep to yourself about your grumpiness, and you'll take it out on your godforsaken grandson. That's a delinquent.
Yeah. Your grandson comes in with the pompadour and everything. You think you shit.
Wait till Ellie's grandson goes up to him and tell him that he can't talk to girls and how he's scared to approach them, and he has to use dating sites. He's gonna back in my day. We used to just walk up to one.
He's gonna open palm slap that bitch. Slap him down.
He gets so enraged.
Like Will Smith.
He gets so enraged.
Chris Rock.
grandson doesn't have any game. He just goes. Fuck.
You don't have any fucking riz?
Well, I'll be some reason to you.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Better get it. Better get it next time I see you, or is it going to be it?
Oh, that made me tear.
I don't care if everybody lives in a virtual reality world now, since we're in the year 2200. You don't do it, you'll die. I'll kill you.
Grandpa, how are you 200 years old?
Well, about that.
Oh my
It all
god.
started with a little movie called Shrek.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Grandson says, "Oh fuck."
See, Ellie's being a tsundere right now. Wow, I don't appreciate your views of me. Pout.
Damn. Burn pout or like
Oh, Firm Pout's the like Super Saiyan 4 of pouts.
my country. I don't know.
You're gonna have
Got
to
an
ask C for
accent.
that.
When you moved out, when you moved to a different state.
Well, my name's the Light Eagle, and welcome to today's stream on my favorite game called Nick. I
my
love
God.
it. I love
The
all
funny-
these big-breasted, big booty shooter
Nick.
girls shooting at them. Whatever the hell
The-
the thing is shooting at.
The funny thing about all this is we're all gonna be a bunch of old people streaming.
We are.
You know, when we
Maybe.
get to that age, I mean, maybe not us. I'm just talking about like the big names. You know, it's just gonna be like, I have to go potty for the 4th time in a row. I'll be right back in like
Hold up.
20 minutes.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I got.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey guys, I gotta go to use the bathroom real quick. Done. Let's keep playing.
you just hear it splash against the side of the pan.
Instead of having nurses in the retirement home, they're gonna have co-hosts for their streams.
Oh, fuck. And introducing this co-host / nurse, removing my catheter. Give it up for her.
Teresa, woo!
Sir, you're gonna have to stop doing this. I'm so sick and tired of being your co-host. No, stop clapping.
Everyone immediately starts donating because she's like mildly attractive.
Yeah.
Then they see her like hand, and they're like, "Oh my god, she's hot! Look at her hand."
Oh my. Yeah. Look at that hand. It's a bony fucking nail.
Bony nail.
Yeah.
She reads the chat. I told you guys. I have it. This is a fake nail. Why do you guys think I'm hot because of my nails?
Oh, that's gonna be the new fetish meta. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Just bony nails.
Anyways, back to the Fable before we all perish.
Yeah, we was distracted by the chest slapping.
I wanted to mention this. We pretty much covered almost everything, but this is something that I thought of. And it's more so taking the knowledge that I got from reading the series, but it's not really a spoiler. So I thought like about the differences between Akira and Yoko's personality and why Akira is such a great assassin and why Yoko isn't really on that level, even though like, you know, she has great training too. And seeing this episode, one key difference you see between Akira and Yoko is Yoko seems to really just enjoy the quiet times in life. She likes to drink, she likes to socialize. She has aspirations, and
He wants to find love.
yeah. While Akira doesn't have anything like that, he just lives for killing. The only thing he really likes to do is watch Jackal. That's about it. The other things he likes to do, or I won't even say likes to do, because it doesn't really even seem that he takes pleasure in it. It's just something he's good at. Is killing. But it's like the things that make him great as an assassin are the things that make him bad at just being a normal person. And maybe that's why Yoko can't be a great assassin like him, because I'm not saying she's a great person in a morality sense, but a person that lives life whereas Akira's just kind of stunted, But that's what the story is kind of about him trying to be just a regular person. So, we'll probably see him open up more.
Yeah,
It's
imagine
gonna
when
be
he gets that
interesting.
girlfriend, he and Yoko are going to get closer too. Yoko's going to be like, probably, I could see her going like, oh my god, you got a girlfriend, oh my god, let me help you.
That, or she'll be like, you better let her off easy, man, because as soon as she finds out that you're an assassin, she's gonna hightail it out of here.
She's going to be like,
Enough.
God, that was aggressive.
That was very aggressive.
Not going to happen.
Is that what he says when she gets on top of him? He's like, I'm watching Jackal. Oh, come on, baby. That's not going to happen.
oh my god.
Master Chief.
Mr. Chief. Bestest of boys.
Yeah, he wished you a happy birthday one year.
He did. I'll never forget that. Thank you, EA.
Oh, of course. It's not like I bring it up every time I mention it. Right, Satsuki?
Right. Yeah.
What the hell was that response?
What were you engaged in something else?
I was scrolling the Twitters.
So you could click out of your browser history. Clear it.
Gotcha. Doing it right now.
Oh, yeah. Were you staring at somebody naked through a spy camera?
No.
Yeah,
it wasn't
hopefully.
a spy camera.
By the way, when the guy got in the vehicle, he said, "Why does the car smell bad?" And he's like, "Oh, it's because I ate." Is it really because of that? Why does the car smell bad?
I mean,
why would they bring it up?
It could also be because of what you do after you eat.
He took a shit in the car?
No, he farted or something. Why would he take a shit in the car? Oh god, I can't stop doing what I'm doing.
I've never seen Satsuki laugh.
Why does it sound like a Tommy bomb?
I mean, do you know what he ate? He has some really bad ramen.
Yo, someone has to clip that sound effect. That was hilarious. That was perfect timing.
Oh well, thank you. Oh shit! This is the funny segment of the podcast where we talk about Fable and cry from tears of joy.
Whole bunch of shit jokes.
Oh god, yes. But
everybody poops.
Sometimes.
I guess that's it.
Anyways, yeah, is that it?
That's it.
I think so.
Right.
I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Get into viewer questions. Let's go for the YouTube chat first, since last week.
Yeah. I mean, and if they start like piling up again, you can easily just click out of it anyway.
Decrepit Storm says in the YouTube Q&A, I won't ask you questions, Baka.
Ooh.
There you go.
Hmm.
I think he asked a question later. So
He's being very much a tsundere.
Ellie asks, if Aqua, Kobeni, Zenitsu, and Usopp were trapped in the hotel with the Infinity Devil, that they have to make it to the top 4. Who would make it to the top? Who would die? What do you see happen?
Okay, so who are they again?
You said Aqua, Zenitsu, Usopp, and who else?
Kobeni.
Oh, Usopp. Usopp's super smart.
Yeah, I think Usopp would. After seeing his fight with Perona, Usopp's one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
Wow. Well, then who's dying?
Aqua.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. She's just screaming, going, ah! Oh, hey, Hollow. How you doing?
Pirate. Good.
Or Pyrex, sorry.
Pi-
You go by Pyrex now, but I've always known you as Hollow.
Why does Ben look so menacing?
I think
I'm
he's talking about
pouting.
your avatar.
And holding a potato while smirking at it. What about that is menacing?
A lot.
I feel like it's been forever since he's been in one of these streams, so welcome in.
You know what you can use a potato for?
A potato gun?
That.
Potato
and you
salad?
can use it as a silencer.
Oh, you can?
Is that true?
Yep.
Can
You
beat
just hold
someone
a gun
with
up.
potato?
Listen. Ask the Fable.
I want to say he's, yeah.
Next question. Would you guys ever play the visual novels of Fate? I've already done that.
I might?
It's coming out this year, so English version coming this year.
I mean, I might play the cooking one.
Fate.
I don't think that
Yeah.
was a visual novel, is it?
I don't think so. C played it one time, and everybody and their mother watched that. It's like the highest watched video on YouTube.
Yeah, it's got a tree fitty views. No one's ever been able to reach that amount.
Nope.
Yeah, or Satsuki, what about you?
Nah, I don't think so.
Apparently, your avatar makes a grown man quiver,
Ooh.
according to
Good way.
Pyrex.
Well, usually anyways, EA asked, did my ass make it to my anus? EA, how did that go?
I think it went pretty well. I made the sound earlier, so I mean,
Excellent.
Nice. Dr. Faust says thoughts on best servant seen so far, John Dark or Saber, the real question of the century. Saber. Well, John Dark is great. I think John Alter's a little better. So
I was gonna say if you said Alter, then I would have. I don't even know anything about Alter, but I would have chose her based on design alone and evilness.
Alter's great. But Saber for real is the best one. The OG.
I must erase this mistake. This mistake known as friend. Her words, not mine.
What about you, EA? What is the best servant that you've seen so far in Fate?
fuck, I don't know.
Alright, cool.
I mean, I haven't watched much of Fate. I remember a lot of servants died in Zero, and then we have Ren Toesucker. If Dan's still here, I'm sorry, but I guess I like the kid with Ryder, even though he was a
Flavor.
novice and he was very naive about a lot of things. I guess I just liked Ryder and their dynamic. Like I thought their dynamic between each other was really cool.
Next question. Who in KOA is falling for the plant monster from Konosuba? Me.
I feel like all of us would if we didn't know anything about it beforehand. Like
If I
Kazuma.
didn't, if I didn't know anything, to be honest, and if I was a cynical asshole like Kazuma, like if I was a cynical asshole, then yeah, I'd probably be. But no, I'm looking at her and I'm like, oh, are you okay? Where's your mother? Where's this, and that? And then I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dying. Light Ruler asks another question, says, Rudy took an entire season to get over his ED while Kazuma took only an episode. Does this mean Kazuma is greater than Rudy? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Next, Decrepit Storm says, are you going to celebrate episode 250 in a few weeks? If I'm not mistaken, this is episode 248.
Oh,
Oh wow!
I didn't know that was happening.
I mean, I knew that because I always save these videos at the end, but that sounds about right. Like 250's coming up, which is crazy. I feel like we should do something. 250 episodes is amazing.
Yeah, when the fuck is our popular phase gonna happen? God damn it!
I'm gonna go into my second form for a 250. Episode.
Oh, second form.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nobody has really seen it except for 2 people that are now dead.
Well, shit, we're dying next couple weeks.
Nah, you guys can handle it.
I can handle it. I'm okay.
I'm gonna wear my GIMP outfit on 250.
No, you're gonna have to. No, you know what? Even better. Hand reveal.
Oh shit! My sexy hands. My sexy man hands.
Because YouTubers like to always say face reveal or, any kind of other reveal. Yeah, sure. Go straight for the dick, why don't you?
A cock unboxing.
A cock unboxing.
Just review it.
Known as an uncoxing. Let's see what we got here, shall we?
Just look at it how SpongeBob was looking at it. Hey there, little buddy.
Yeah, that's a penis right there.
That's indeed a penis.
Ellie asks, why is C full of nothing but propaganda?
I've been asking myself that same question.
I mean, yeah, I try to tell him to stop. He's got nothing but like political tweets now. I'm just over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when I grew up, the sea was full of water and aquatic life, rocks and shit.
Yep.
But it's kind of crazy that now we come to find out that the ocean is now is full of that's propaganda. It's full of trash too. So
when the sea went woke, I stopped drinking.
Yeah, I lost a lot of respect for the sea.
At least we still have the Indian Ocean. Ellie then asks again, you are married to Aqua and struggling to keep the relationship afloat. Pretty normal. How do you keep the marriage going even if she's a selfish dickhead who never thinks of my feelings? Well, your feelings, Ellie? Asking for a friend. Okay, so he's in a... So Ellie is currently married to Aqua somehow.
Okay.
And they're struggling.
They're struggling.
Well, here's what you do.
Okay.
No, I got this.
You do it? Okay.
I know how to solve this.
I'll stay back.
You calmly walk up to her. You ask her, "Hey, baby, you know how much I love you."
Oh my god.
Let's go on a date this Saturday. Just me and you. We'll have a nice dinner. It'll be great. And why are you guys holding your headphones?
Keep going.
Keep talking.
Okay. All right. So you go down. You go down. You go to the dinner. And you're having a meal, right? And you know how like when you have the dinner. Why are you guys holding your headphones? I don't get
You keep talking about this fucking dinner. Get to
Keep going.
You know how like people, it's just really romantic. Oh, I'm gonna put the wedding ring in the meal, and then she bites into it, and she's like, "Oh, what the hell's that?"
on it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be one of those things where it's like it's like that, but instead of a wedding ring, it's going to be a 357 Python round. And
what?
She's
what
gonna
is that?
She's gonna take it out of her mouth. She's gonna be like, What the hell? And then all you do, Ellie, is from your pocket. She didn't notice you had it before. You pull out the gun. You look her dead in the eye. You put it at the center of the table. You leave it there. And you return to eating your meal. And you say nothing for the rest of the dinner.
This took a much different turn than I was expecting. I don't know what to think.
Next question. Ellie says,
Don't
Sea
do that.
Tactics. Who is best girl to you, Nami or Robin? If you say both, then you admit you love Vladilena and are a subby wubby sub.
Some people.
Okay, so first of all, it's not subby wubby sub. It's subby wubby bitch boy. That's the correct terminology. So I had to pick between one, Nami or Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. This is a tough question. This requires a lot of thought and patience on my part. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick Robin, okay? But we're gonna open up the relationship, right? And we're gonna invite Nami in.
Stop.
Nope.
Oh, I got both of them
Let
in
me
the
what
end.
bitch boy.
Nope. Next question. Le, salt, pepper, or Tony Baker seasoning on toes? You have to pick one. Who is this aimed towards?
I mean, he didn't specify anybody, so I'm assuming all of us.
What the fuck is Tony Baker?
But we know you're a toe guy, so I'll just say
Wait.
UC.
What was the question?
Salt, vinegar, or like Wait, what?
Salt, pepper, or Tony Baker seasoning on toes? You have to pick
Tony Baker.
Salt.
I don't know what Tony Baker's foot fungus cream is.
I don't know. I think if I had to pick one,
Can I put honey on it?
Well, honey would be probably... That would probably be the best one to pick. Because you can get different kind of honey, you know? And it really hides the toe taste, which is needed. Desperately needed.
Mm.
I'm going to go with the Tony Baker. I don't know what that is, but that seems like there's a lot of flavor packed in that, so...
Also, doesn't he like voice a lot of video games?
That's Troy Baker.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
It's close.
I'm sure Troy Baker has some seasoning out there. Some zest.
It's his zest.
How
many more questions? Are we gonna close it out?
Moving on to the Google forms. We have a Google forms in the description. So if you want to submit questions there too, you definitely can.
Viewer questions.
Last season, we got Freeran as the autistic elf. This season, we are getting the Fable. Are we entering an autistic age in anime? Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, who do you think are making the anime? Autistic people.
Autistic people, yeah.
There you go. We've been there from the beginning. Next question. Which character starting with V would you smash? Voldemort, Venom, Vlad the Impaler, or Vladilena Milize? Handler 1 of 86 of the Spearhead Squadron.
I mean, I think the answer is quite easy for me.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really given too many great options here.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it's Voldemort, right?
Yeah, that's your type.
Yeah, if that's what your type. I was gonna say Vlad the Impaler just because they impale. You know, they're already kind of there.
Yeah. No, Vlad, I think we're gonna go Vlad the Impaler. He's got the most experience here, clearly.
Yes, he's all about the pegging.
They got a vape version of him.
There you go.
They got a vape version of Vlad the Impaler.
And
Fate.
he's good at marketing?
Oh, Fate. I thought you said vape for some reason. I'm like a vape pen?
There you go. Next question. On a scale from 9 to 10, how much do you love Aqua? Well, we have two numbers to work with, so Gonna be a
I
little
wonder whose
difficult.
question this is.
I mean, the lowest is 9, which is still very good. Wait.
I'll go.
No, hold on. This doesn't work. A scale of 9 to 10. If the first 8 numbers, took a second there, are in the list, then that means there's only 2 numbers. So you could say 9 is bad, 10 is good. So 9. Because
I would
there's
go
nothing
with.
else to judge it with.
I'll
I see
go
what
with.
you're saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 9 as well, but in this case, it's the German saying for no.
9.
So no, 9.
I'll go with 9 as well. I like what y'all are cooking.
Which of these is the best milk product? This is a very weird question.
That's
Cheese,
interesting.
yogurt, or sour cream?
Cheese.
Cheese goes on anything.
Yeah,
Love cheese.
Yogurt though.
Yogurt's pretty good too, but
Cheese
cheese
is very
is just-
versatile. Yogurt's
put
great.
cheese on that burger.
I will
it makes
say,
it so much better.
True, it does. Add burgers a day. We had cheese on it. It was great. Sour cream, though, doesn't go on everything, but the things that it does go on elevates it immediately. Like chili and sour cream, so good.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
they're all great. Like yogurt's good if you want, like, on a like a hot day or whatever. Some cool yogurt, all 3 of these though destroy your stomach. So downsides. What's the best Pop-Tart flavor?
Oh,
This is just a general question.
Yeah.
So many to choose from. I love Pop-Tarts.
S'mores is really good.
That's a good
cinnamon one.
Good one.
Chocolate chip one is good too.
That's pretty great.
That's the only one I would eat that doesn't have frosting.
I'm always a fan of cherry. Cherry is probably one of my favorite. I love cherry Pop-Tarts. Strawberry's great. Blueberry is underrated, I swear. They used to have, I think it was called Wildberry, but it's the one where it was like purple and it had like the neon blue swirls in it. That one's pretty fucking delicious. S'mores is good. They used to have Pop-Tarts where you could draw pictures on them. You remember those?
I don't.
No.
Yeah, they came.
It was like a blank canvas. Yeah, it was a blank canvas, and I don't know how they got away with this. It was like a marker, but it was food coloring, and then you would just draw whatever you wanted on the Pop-Tart, and it was whatever design you wanted. Yeah, it was pretty neat.
And then you ate your creation. It told kids at a young age when they have children to immediately devour them. Worked really well. Turns out there was a huge rash.
An uptick in cannibalism.
A big uptick in cannibalism. It was pretty lit. Next question. If you ate the crab dude from One Punch Man, would that be considered cannibalism? Wow, really?
Speaking of cannibalism. That was perfectly timed.
I can't say I want to eat the crab dude, so...
I don't want to eat the crab dude either. But would it be considered cannibalism? That's the question.
No, because he's a monster at that point now.
Right. He's no longer human. He became a monster, and he's got monster body parts and monster organs and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
If you ate him as a human, it would be cannibalism. But now that he's a crab dude, he's a monster.
It's a species
Munch
crab
away.
dude. Well, next question. Who's better, Blade or Samurai Jack?
I love you, Samurai Jack, but Blade is the GOAT.
I immediately went for Blade, too.
Yeah,
But,
Blade.
it could go either way for certain people, I assume. Who has the more toxic fans, Gojo or Saitama? Saitama has toxic fans?
I thought he doesn't have any fans.
Maybe they're talking about like power scaling wise or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
Because I was thinking like fans, like, you know, people that go, "Oh, Gojo, you're so, oh, and oh, Saitama." Like people fawn over Gojo more than they do Saitama. Saitama's just the Cape Baldy.
Yeah, I would say Gojo.
Yeah, I'll go with Gojo.
Next question: who is your favorite character whose name starts with V? Vanitas, Violet, Vegeta, or Vivi?
Violet.
I've never seen Violet Evergarden, but I heard she's really good. So I'll go with Vegeta. Even though I know he's not the best character, I just got no Vivi, and I don't know who Vanitas
I
is.
I like all these characters, but this one's list is pretty hard. Vanitas, I really love Vanitas. I love the case studies of Vanitas. He's a great character. Bone Show, by the way. Violet's great. Violet Evergarden. Who could hate her? Literally has metal arms. Full metal male woman. Let's see, Vegeta. I have to go with Vegeta. Vivi's probably would never win, but someone out there is a Vivi fan. They got really mad when probably Luffy punched her.
Oh, it's not Vivi from Vivi?
No, Vivi from One Piece.
Oops. Okay, I don't know who she is then.
You'll know soon enough. Next question. Who's your favorite character among these? Doma, Rolo, Dazai, or Light?
All these people bad?
They're all like
Doma's a cannibal.
kind of like pretty boys, I would say.
Yeah, Doma's like a cannibal pretty boy that all the ladies love. He's got a really huge female fan base.
So who's winning this 4-way?
No, it says who's your favorite character.
What?
I gotta say Light on this one. That's one of the most.
Yeah, it says who's your favorite character. Not a fatal 4-way, but just like your favorite character.
Oh, I'm looking at there's two with this that same question.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so favorite character out of these is Light. Who's
I
winning the
gotta
fatal
go with
4-way? I don't know. I couldn't say.
Oh, it's the same. Okay, I'm sorry. I see that now. Okay, so I guess it's a double question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my favorite character out of those four. Yeah, it's probably Light, and then it's probably Light.
Yeah.
Next question: who's your favorite badass girl? And we got another one of the three of these in a row. So who's your favorite badass girl?
People.
Who's the girl you're spending the night with, and who's winning this fatal 4-way? And it's Makima,
Jesus Christ,
Maki, Yoruichi, or Mikasa.
What if they all overlap? So let's see. Favorite out of those four?
Makima badass? Does she give off a badass kind of vibe?
No, but she's got a fat ass.
But
I mean, my favorite would be Makima out of those four. Who would I would spend the night with? Yoruichi. Who's winning a fatal 4-way? Yoruichi.
All right. Let's see. Who's your favorite badass? Yurichi's a badass. Who would you spend the night with? Mikasa. Who's winning the fatal 4-way? I'll go with Mikasa again. Well, no, Yurichi's pretty strong. Nah, Mikasa.
favorite Mikasa, spend the night with. That's kind of tough. Probably Mikasa as well. And who's winning the fatal 4-way? Yoruichi, easily. Maybe not easily, but easy to pick. Next question. Who's the fastest character among these four, in your opinion? Flashy Flash, Quicksilver, Speedo Sound Sonic, or A-Train?
It's not Speedo Sound Sonic or A-Train. I know that for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty much
hard
they're
gonna
basically like super fast. Quicksilver's pretty fast. He's basically the Flash.
I was
So
thinking
I'll just go with Quicksilver.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Quicksilver can do, but wait, actually, we saw Quicksilver in one of the MCU movies, and he's the one that died, really.
He's basically a mutant in the X-Men, and he's basically just like the Flash, where he's super fast.
If we're talking about MCU, then I would say Flashy Flash. But if we're talking about comics, you know how ridiculous comics can get. So if it was in that sense, then I would pick him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doesn't Miles Morales now have like can he conjure like can't he go Super Saiyan now and like conjure like electric blades and stuff?
I know his thing with Miles Morales is that he's got electrical powers and stuff. I don't think he can conjure electrical plates.
I don't know. I read that somewhere where you can do all this crazy Saiyan shit.
I don't think so, but you know how comic books are. They recreate so many different things now. It's hard to keep up.
Anyways, next question. Which would you rather have? All of Black Panther's resources, all of Superman's powers?
Oh my
All
god.
Superman's powers.
So right, it's not even close. You could fly, bullets bounce off you, X-ray vision, heat vision, ice breath. Shit.
X-ray vision.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other things I can't think of right off the top of my head, but he has everything. He's too powerful.
Yeah, pick Superman too. That's kind of easy. Last question. Which character
I'll have
do
the
you
claws. Sorry.
Which character do you most wish wasn't your brother? Okay.
That's an interesting question.
Wasn't my brother.
Oh my god, this is cursed. Aqua, Uwe, Yuri, or Lance?
Oh, Yuri.
This is the grooming.
But Uwe. And Aqua.
I know I don't want Aqua or Uwe. I don't want Yuri. I don't know anything about Lance, so I'm gonna have to take a shot in the dark and go with Lance.
Aqua's not that bad, so
yeah. I think the fans kind of push Aqua more than anything. Uwe is literally in fucking bed with that. I don't even remember her. She's forgettable.
May-May?
Traitor is what she is.
Traitor?
She's letting me die.
It would have to be Yuri that I wish most wasn't my brother because
yes,
he's like way too overbearing.
Oh my god, I read the question wrong. Okay.
I don't know anything about Lance, so I can't say anything about
Me neither. I'm gonna be
honest,
can't stand Yuri.
I don't want to be in a family with May and Uwe, so I'm picking Uwe. That's a weird ass family.
Yeah. Hopefully Uwe gets. You know, and he's probably still alive in the manga, I bet you.
QRW6 says Lance has a sister complex. Well, that's just therapy.
Seems to be a theme.
Nesa.
Whereas Uwe and May did it. All the time.
They did it? All the time? Doggy style?
Probably.
Could he even reach her?
Probably.
He couldn't even reach
her. Speaking of I don't know what the hell this train is. EA, tell us where you're at or something. I don't know.
Damn. All right. Well, you can find me over at Everything Animated. My channel currently is at like 586 subscribers. Let me double check. Derail the whole show. Oh, it was right. 586. It's just there. Subscribe if you'd like. It's fun times for backlog anyway. We also have a Twitter, King of Anime Pod. I left it there in the chat, so please subscribe to it so that you would know when we would be going live. And because sometimes we don't go on Mondays, sometimes we go random days. Because Mondays, sometimes we can't make it. We also have a Patreon, King of Anime. Well, patreon.com/King of Anime. We have a couple of things in our backlog. We got where we talk about video games. We talk about the Madoka Magica Rebellion movie. And we have a drunken podcast with me and Satsuki talking about our horse worshipping and all different types of weird stuff that we did. It isn't pretty.
No cap.
So follow, like, share, subscribe, punch, kick. It's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'll show you fine. All that good stuff.
Satsuki.
Beautiful. Hey, Satsuki the Savage here. You already know what it is. I would very much appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Satsuki the Savage, and follow me on Twitch, Satsuki Does Savage, this time with a DA instead of a THE. Finished a couple of games, Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. Soon to finish this Crimson Flower route on Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'll play the other 2 routes soon after finishing, but I'm going to definitely take a little break. And I finished another game, LA Noire and Ace Attorney. Yeah, the Ace Attorney trilogy, the OG one. So I actually have a vacancy for games to play on Saturdays. So very soon, what I want to be playing Saturday is Persona in about 2 weeks from now, Persona 3 Reloaded. And when it comes out, Stellar Blade is also going to be in a rotation, and hopefully it stays in rotation. So I'm hoping that I actually like it. They've been hyping that game up too. I've seen something recently that
there's
the
a demo
Nier
out.
creator. Yeah, I didn't play it myself because I want to be totally surprised. But the Nier creator was talking about, yeah, this game is better than Nier. But I can't really take that at face value because sometimes they could be a little too generous with praise, but it's not like I played either games either way, so it doesn't really matter to me. But that's where you can find me. If you're interested in any of those games or whatnot, again, follow me on my Twitch, and yeah, subscribe to our Patreon. $1.
Well, as for me, all I have to say is, and I just want you all to know, deep down inside, and that when I every time before this podcast starts, I have to belt out. And honestly, for real though, thank you everyone. See you all next week. have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Johnny.